earlier than expected. It was a team with high expectations last year, but the Lady Admirals fell in the opening round of the region tournament at Oak Ridge. And so looking to kind of get over that hump, make it back to the sectional where Farragut for a number of years, several years back, was a regular participant, and then beyond that, make it onto the state tournament. And certainly it is a senior-dominated team, a team with a lot of experience for Coach Jason Mayfield. And for Coach John Higgins and his Farragut boys, probably more experience than I can recall quite some time, as Farragut last year fell in a heartbreaker in the region tournament. 13. But when you look at the guard play in particular that Farragut has back this year on the boys' side of things with Dylan Atwell and Ryan Neal and Carter Mayfield, this is a team that I think is poised to take the next step. And so always it's going to be important, obviously, for these teams to remain healthy over the course of the season. But as far as the rosters they begin the year with, it is, again, for both the Lady Admirals and Admirals, a team boasting more experience and higher expectations than in recent memory. And so tonight it's Bradley Central, the opening opponent, and the Bearettes are outstanding team. Year in, year out. Last year they were 27-2, fell in the state tournament. The Bradley boys last year around a 500 team. So I believe we're about to have the going to have a recognition here first, I guess, before the national anthem, but certainly don't want to walk all over the national anthem when it is played here momentarily. But the Bradley boys, I started to say, last year they were 9-10, so didn't play that many games. A lot of teams had that same situation. Games were canceled because of the COVID situation, but they were 9-10 last year. The Bradley girls were 27-2. The last time the Lady Admirals and Bearettes played was, let's see, misplaced that bit of information. Here we go. Last time the Bearettes and Lady Admirals played was December 20th of 2019. Bradley Central at Farragut won 50-25. That was an outstanding Bearette squad. Prior to that, Bradley Central on December 21st of 2017 won 66-32. And then going back to early February 2015, Farragut won 36-32. So Bradley's taken the last two of the last three in a series that is on again, off again at best. As for the Bears and Admirals in the boys matchup, it was Bradley winning on December 20th of 2019, 77-66. The Farragut boys on December 29th, 2017, won at Farragut over Bradley 40-30. Also, the Admirals won December 21st of 17, 52-35. So played them back-to-back. Had to be a tournament situation there around the holidays. Back-to-back wins for Farragut over Bradley in the 2017-2018 season. So we look forward to a good night of basketball, and we're going to step aside for the playing of the national anthem. We're back with more as you listen to Farragut basketball on 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
If hot, fresh, local pizza is what you're hungry for, then look no further than the Pizza Kitchen. Since 1998, voted best pizza in Farragut. Enjoy made-from-scratch pizzas, salads, craft beer, and desserts for dinner, takeout, delivery, catering, and good times, all in one family-friendly environment that is fresh, familiar, and will have you coming back again and again. We even have a kids menu, along with pastas and sandwiches. The Pizza Kitchen is open Monday through Thursday, 3 to 8 p.m., Friday, Saturday, 3 to 9 p.m. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Phone 865-577-9191. Phone 865-577-9191.
Mention this ad for a free cheesy bread, one per customer per visit before the Friday night Farragut football game.
Here at the Mike Dyer Agency, we know insurance coverage options can be overwhelming. That's why we partner with Nationwide to help you find the best protection for you and your family's needs. Give us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com.
All righty.
And Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Starting lineups being introduced for our girls game after the playing of the national anthem here at Bradley Central High School. Just about set to get the season tipped off. And it'll be Allie Hines, 5'3", a senior, number 2 for Coach Jason Mayfield, joined in the starting lineup by number 3, Annalise Bishop. Bishop, 5'7", a junior. And let's see. Feels like, where's Keeley? Maybe no Keeley tonight. Let's see. 32, McCall Willis, 5'10", a senior. Number 44, Ashlyn Sheridan, 5'10", a senior. Let's double check here in just a moment. I guess Avery Strickland, number 13, 6 foot, a senior. So no Keeley Rogers here in the season opener. I'll double check that here in just a moment. Bradley is 1-0. The Barrettes have defeated Baylor on Tuesday, 63-43. Ashlyn Crittenden, number 0 for Bradley, 5'9", a senior in the starting lineup, as well as number 10, Carsey Weber, 6 foot, a senior. It will be number 42, Hannah Jones, a 6 foot junior. Number 45, Erica Swick, 5'8", a junior. And rounding out the starting 5, yeah, Keeley is in a walking boot, so that's unfortunate. Lady Admirals all everything point guard unavailable tonight, and so let's see. 5th starter for Bradley is Farragut, and it's Road Gray will control the opening tip and get you the 5th starter for Bradley here momentarily. Who am I missing? Strickland out top with the ball, hands off to Annalise Bishop as Bradley is man-to-man. Bishop over to Hines on the right side. McCall Willis screening for her top of the key where Hines picks up her dribble, hands off to Bishop. Bishop being played tightly by Sloan Carpenter. That's the 5th starter for Bradley that I had not mentioned. Number 1, a junior. Farragut looks inside, ball knocked away. Hines grabs it back, now loses it off her foot. Scrum for the loose basketball on the floor. Held ball. It will go to Bradley as Farragut had just won the opening tip. So the Barrettes in their home white with the gold numerals outlined in black. Farragut in its road gray with the navy numerals outlined in white. As Bradley with its first possession of the ball game. And Farragut man-to-man. McCall Willis with a steal. Willis steals it out high and feeds Strickland. Driving to the basket. Strickland against 2 defenders scores. So Farragut gets out on the break as they're prone to do. Certainly Ace Strickland leading the charge in transition for the Lady Admirals. And Strickland with the first basket of the ball game off a Bradley turnover. A steal by McCall Willis and now a foul out top as McCall Willis will pick it up. Willis with the first foul of the ball game. So again, Annalise Bishop, Allie Hines, McCall Willis, Ashlyn Sheridan, and Ace Strickland. Shot up from the left corner is no good for Bradley. We're going to be screened in that corner. And a foul on Bradley on a rebound attempt as Hannah Jones picks up the foul. Her first, team first. And the Lady Admirals facing a 3/4 court press. Back and forth between Strickland and Bishop. Strickland took steps in back court. Little hop by Ace, and that's Farragut's first turnover. So again, no Keeley Rogers, who Farragut point guard and tremendous defender. Bradley left side 3, going to be offline. Ball tipped around. Strickland on the floor, tracks it down at the top of the key, and they'll say she is held up. The possession arrow is to Farragut. That 3 missed by Hannah Jones in the left corner. So Bishop being guarded by Crittenden in rear court, back and forth with Sheridan. Now across the timeline, Annalise Bishop double teamed right in front of the Bradley bench, and a foul is committed by the Barrettes, Erica Swick. It'll be her first, team second. So Strickland to inbound in side front court in front of the Bradley bench. Bradley, coached by Jason Reuter. Farragut, of course, coached by Jason Mayfield. We'll get you the rest of the staffs as time permits. Sheridan through the lane, gives to Strickland in the left corner. Makes a move into the paint with the right hand, puts up a little runner, no good. Rebounded away by the Barrettes. Bradley will bring it in front court with Sloan Carpenter. Gives off to Crittenden. Off left side to Jones, around the horn into the right corner for a three ball that is good by Sloan Carpenter. First basket of the ball game for Bradley. 5:48 to go, opening quarter. Bradley leading 3-2 as Bishop, trying to work around a defender into front court, is going to be hand-checked and fouled by Ashlyn Crittenden, her first, team second. Again, Farragut inbounding across the way in front of the scorer's table, side front court. 5:40 to go, opening quarter. Bounce pass into Sheridan, hands it back to Strickland, who had inbounded. Strickland, top of the key, step back three for ace, good. Strickland with Farragut's first three of the ball game. She had scored in transition previously following a steal by McCall Willis. And Farragut leads 5-3. Barrett's against the Farragut man-to-man. Get a good look out top. Three-pointer is no good. Hines tracks down a loose ball. That three was missed by Erica Swick. Quickly in front court, Farragut's pass wide of the mark into the Bradley bench. Strickland trying to get it to Sheridan. Threw it over her head, out of bounds. Farragut with its second turnover here early. 5:07 to play as Farragut has checked into the ballgame. Annie Priest, freshman. Number 4 in the lineup for Coach Mayfield. She's on the ball handler Crittenden, and Crittenden in the lane against Priest. Misses a shot, grabbed her own miss. Whistle sounds, and Farragut apparently reached and fouled. And it's going to be Ashlyn, I believe, given the foul. First foul on Sheridan, second foul on the Lady Admirals as a team. Bradley inbounds off the baseline. They work it around the perimeter for a three from the left corner that is no good. Weak side rebound by Strickland. That three was missed by Carpenter of Bradley. Strickland in front court, all the way into the lane. Bounce pass down low to Sheridan. Mishandles it, grabs it back, backs it out to Priest. Priest out top, working off a screen by Strickland. Right side, picks up her dribble, bounces to Strickland on the right baseline. Strickland working closer to the basket with the left hand, scores on a little reverse. Ace works under the basket and scores with the left hand. And the Lady Admirals lead 7-3, 7 points early for senior Avery Strickland. Strickland on the ball out top in the hands of Erica Swick. Swick gives it off to Jones, who's guarded by Sheridan. Into the right corner to Carpenter. Down low to Jones. Quickly into the left onto the left wing for a three-pointer that is up and good by Swick. So 2 threes for Bradley's scoring in this opening quarter as Farragut leads 7-6 midway through the opening stanza. Bishop double-teamed in front court, gives off to Strickland. Now to Sheridan, wide open look for three, bang! Ashlyn knocks down Farragut's second three, her first basket of the ball game, and Farragut leads 10-6. Bishop man-to-man on Carpenter, who picks up her dribble out top, gives it off to Weber. Weber drives right into the corner to Crittenden. Out top to Jones. Good ball movement by Bradley as it goes into the corner, then back to the wing. Out top, Jones with the basketball. Moving into the paint, Carpenter, or stopped just shy of the free throw line, gives off to Crittenden. Now back to Carpenter. Bishop on her defensively. Here's a three put up right side. Good by Carsey Weber. So 3 baskets, 3 3-pointers for Bradley. Farragut a little bit careless with the ball in rear court. Nearly had it stolen away. Now there is a steal as Crittenden anticipates the pass from Priest. Makes the steal, and then I guess the ball was deflected out of bounds. Touched last by Farragut on a drive to the basket by the by the Barrettes, I should say. So Farragut with its third turnover, leading 10-9 with 2:50 to play in our opening quarter. Bradley inbounds off the baseline. They go inside to Jones, working against Willis. And they're going to call McCall from behind with a foul, and it's going to be her second, so that's problematic. 2:43 to play in our first quarter, and McCall Willis, your best post presence defensively, committed rebounder, goes to the bench with 2 fouls. Ashlyn Sheridan returns to the lineup in her place. Farragut also has on the floor Carly Vining, by the way. So Priest and Vining, Strickland, Sheridan, and Maya Johnston also on the floor now for Farragut. So a lot of players getting some playing time here early on. As down the lane, taking a pass, Carsey Weber lays it up and in off the glass. Good ball movement and good movement without the ball by the Barretts. Pass into the paint. Sheridan comes open. Good look from Strickland. You could say the same thing for the Lady Admirals at the other end. Good cut by Sheridan. And Strickland with the assist. Now here's Bradley driving the lane. That's a little too easy, and a foul committed at the basket by Farragut. Carly Vining picks up the foul. Her first. Sheridan a moment ago with her second basket. She's got 5. Strickland has 7. Farragut leads 12-11. And here's the first free throw of the night. I believe it's First Choice Automotive free throw. And that is up and no good off the back of the rim. Long ponytail actually shielding the number of the players shooting the free throws. Missed them both. Came up well short. That was Carpenter. Missed them both. Farragut quickly in front court. Right side, Lady Admirals Priest with a 3. Good from the right wing. Freshman with her first basket of her high school career. Her first shot attempt. Drains a 3 from the right wing, and the Lady Admirals lead 15-11. In front court with it, Carsey Weber for Bradley. Gives off to Crittenden. Left side, Ledford has just checked into the ball game, I do believe, for Bradley. Tries to hand it to Weber. It was knocked away, but Weber retrieves it near the timeline. Gives off to Carpenter. Into the left corner. Moving closer on the baseline for a jumper that is short. Crittenden. Ball taken away by Strickland. Into front court to Sheridan. Threw it kind of at her feet. Farragut with a turnover. Ball was juggled. Bradley comes up with it. Barrett's on the break. Strickland blocks the shot out of bounds. As driving to the hoop, I believe, was Crittenden. And her shot, again, was rejected away by the backpedaling Ace Strickland. Annalise Bishop into the ball game will replace Carly Vining. Bradley is going to get, I believe, Weber out of the ball game as they have, well, first, it'll be the Barretts with a 3 from the right wing that is no good. Priest weak side rebound. I believe that 3 was put up by Ledford, and a reach and a foul committed by Sloan Carpenter. It'll be her first and the team 4th. Sheridan across the timeline. Looks down low. Bradley anticipating that pass, nearly had the steal, but was out of bounds with it. Crittenden, good anticipation. Couldn't save it in, however. And so Farragut retains possession as Maya Johnston, Annie Priest, Ashlyn Sheridan, Annalise Bishop, and Ace Strickland on the floor for Coach Jason Mayfield, as Strickland will inbound from the corner across the way and loops it into rear court to Annalise Bishop. Bishop's picked up by Caitlin Ledford, drives on her to the basket and was fouled. Bishop attacking the basket. And Caitlin Ledford picks up her first foul and the team 5th. So Farragut leading 15-11 without the services of Keely Rogers with 52 seconds to play in our opening quarter. And Bishop, getting the start tonight, has her first point as she goes to the free throw line and knocks down a First Choice Automotive free throw. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Second one is good as well. So Bishop, the junior, hits a pair, and Allie Hines will now re-enter the game and spell Bishop. So Priest and Hines, Sheridan, Strickland, and Johnston on the floor for Coach Jason Mayfield. Lady Admirals leading 17-11. Driving, left baseline, Bradley. They loop it back out top to Crittenden into the lane. Everybody's got these long ponytails. You can't see the numbers on the jerseys. A three from out top. Carpenter good. Her second three of the night. Farragut in front court palmed the basketball. Fifth turnover for Farragut. Lady Admirals forced the first turnover of the game and scored the first basket as a result, but since then Bradley's taken care of the ball. Meanwhile, Farragut's committed 5 turnovers. Lady Admirals leading 17-14. Bradley, I would think, would hold for a final possession with 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. With the ball out top, Carpenter guarded man-to-man by Priest. Left side pass to Crittenden. Swings it back over to Carpenter, now down low, and the shot is put up from the right block, no good by Jones. Farragut the rebound. Sheridan from midcourt off the front of the rim at the buzzer, no good. And after one, it's the Lady Admirals leading here at Bradley over the homestanding Bearettes, 17-14. We'll get a 1-minute break, return with second quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hello, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. After 20
Hey, are we
years,
doing the
are
First
both
Choice
proud
Automotive
and
free
humbled
throws?
by how this community has embraced us. We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals football games.
Glad I
and we are
remembered that.
humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years. We remain committed.
That was only 3
offering
months ago that we
high-quality
talked about that.
cookies, pastries, pies, and breads. And our cake decorator will make your special
forgotten.
occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Back at Bradley Central High School as we get set for the second quarter of our girls contest. Boys action will follow this evening. Season opener for both the Lady Admirals and Admirals, who were both victorious versus Carnes in their Jamboree performances of a couple of nights ago. And 17-14, Lady Admirals leading by 3 after one. Bradley with the first possession of the second quarter. Still have no idea. There's one player for Bradley whose ponytail completely covers up the number. She got a weak side rebound, saved it back in. That's number 11 for Bradley. Ware driving the lane for the Bearettes, and missing was Carpenter. It's rebounded away by McCall Willis, who's back in the ballgame with those 2 fouls here at the outset of the second quarter. Bishop driving, gives in the corner, mishandled initially by Johnston, but grabs it back just before it goes out of bounds. Pass out top to Willis, gives to Sheridan, and turn off to Bishop. Farragut sets up the half-court offense. Bradley right in the hip pocket. Carpenter pressuring Bishop, who drove around her but missed on the drive to the basket. Rebounded away by the Bearettes. Long lead pass comes in front court to Ware. Missed the shot and was fouled. A couple of free throws coming for Harmony Ware, freshman for the Bearettes. Allie Hines picks up the foul, her first, and the team 5th, I do believe. Check that in just a second. Free throw is short by the freshman. Indeed, they're showing 5 fouls for both teams. Let's see if that matches what I've got. It does. Indications are being made to the scorers table on the opposite side of the court. And so Ware misses the first toss, second one good. So she adds her name to the scoring column. She's the 4th Bearette to score. Sloan Carpenter with 6 points on a couple of threes. Carsey Weber has 5. Ware now with 1. Erica Swick with 3 points. Farragut, meanwhile, 7 from Strickland, 5 from Sheridan, 3 from Priest, and 2 from Annalise Bishop. Lady Admirals lose a handle on the basketball. McCall Willis grabs it back, gives over on the right side. Strickland for 3 offline, rebounded away by Bradley's Hannah Jones. Barrett's quickly in front court, down low to Ware. Reverse layup, not even close, but ball's tipped to Ware, who kicks it out. 3-point attempt is going to be offline from out top by Weber, and the ball ricochets off the rim out of bounds, will belong to Farragut. Lady Admirals 17, Barretts of Bradley Central 15. Again, Bradley 1-0 on the year, having beaten Baylor convincingly, 20-point win on Tuesday. Bishop again driving to the basket, comes up short, rebounded away by the Barrettes. Hannah Jones. Bradley in front court. There's Bishop with a nice anticipation and steal, and saved it in. McCall Willis grabs the loose basketball. Ahead to Strickland. Strickland in front court. Looks like she wants to shoot a three. Does. Too strong. And the ball is knocked around and was kicked. Kicked by a Barrett, apparently. McCall Willis out of the game. Carly Vining back in for Farragut. Maya Johnston also re-enters the lineup as Farragut inbound side front court. Comes in to Sheridan. Sheridan driving into the lane. Back out to Bishop. Bishop, right wing. Farragut looks inside to Vining. Vining trying to get the ball back out on the perimeter to Hines. Has it knocked away, and Farragut guilty of its 6th turnover. Barrett's in front court. Cross-court pass is going to go off the hands of the Bradley player and out of bounds. Vining deflected that pass, and Weber then, seeing the deflection come at close range, unable to collect it. So Bradley with its 3rd turnover. Lady Admirals leading 17-15, 5.5 to play first half. Bishop into the lane with a right hand, score it. And it'll be an and-one situation, I believe, for Bishop indeed. No, they call a charge. Bishop was at the free throw line ready to shoot the and-one, but they call the player control foul on Bishop. 17-15, the score remains. First foul on Bishop. Bradley in front court. Weber, right side, takes the pass, launches a three. No good. Vining battling for the rebound, knocks it out where Weber collects it for Bradley. Gives over on the left side to Crittenden. Inside, quickly kicked back out on the perimeter. Now around to the right side to Carpenter. Farragut switches on her defensively. Lobs into the corner. Left side, that's Weber. Gives off to Jones, looking inside, stolen away. Strickland with a steal, driving the length of the floor with the left hand. No good, tipped out of bounds, touched last by Bradley. Farragut gets out in transition after the steal by Strickland, and will have the ball underneath its own basket after the rebound was tipped out over the baseline, and they're not going to allow Priest to enter the game. So Bishop will inbound from the baseline left. Nobody coming open. Loops it out top to Ashlyn Sheridan near the timeline. 4:45 to play first half. Sheridan pull up at the right elbow with a jumper. No good. Strickland the rebound. Triple teamed. Has the ball knocked from her grasp and out of bounds, and Farragut will have it underneath its own basket. Now, Annie Priest is allowed to check into the game, and she will inbound as she replaces Annalise Bishop. Priest into Hines, quick three, left corner, no good, loose ball. Sheridan grabs it on the baseline. Ashlyn's going to shoot from the right corner, off the side of the backboard. And they called a foul on Allie Hines. Didn't see that one. That's Hines' 2nd foul. And Farragut's 7th, and so as a result, Bradley's going to be shooting 1-1 at the other end. Carsey Weber will attempt the first choice automotive free throw, and she earns herself a bonus toss. Weber, a senior for the Barrettes, now has 6 points. She and Sloan Carpenter, a junior, Bradley's leading scorers. The bonus toss, first choice automotive free throw, good. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Into front court. Priest shovels it back to Strickland. Strickland working against the man-to-man defense. Spin move at the elbow, no good. Tipped her own miss, though, to Vining. Now back out to Sheridan. And they called Sheridan for taking steps. Coach Mayfield begs to differ. 8th turnover for the Lady Admirals, doubling up Bradley's turnover total in this first half. With the ball, Weber gives off out top to Crittenden. There's a backdoor cut to Jones, and she lost it in the lane. Turnover for Bradley. Here's Farragut on the break. It's Ashlyn Sheridan all the way to the basket, and they'll call a charge. Wow, that is a horrific call. Ashlyn Sheridan picks up the player control foul. And no first choice automotive free throws resulting because of the nature of the foul. But again, the defender obviously not set, and Sheridan driving to the basket was called for the offensive foul. Farragut's 8th, and 17-17 is our score. Timeout on the floor, 3:45 to go in our first quarter. Just a quick timeout. So we have seen 8 different Lady Admirals on the floor in this first half. Again, Keely Rogers, senior point guard, unavailable. She's got a walking boot on her right leg, right foot. Farragut returns to the floor with Hines and Priest, Strickland, Sheridan, and Vining. Bradley with the ball out top in the hands of Hannah Jones. Left side, that's going to be a 3 by the freshman. No good by Ware. Rimmed out, rebounded away by Priest. Given to Strickland. Strickland in front court. Little crossover down the right side of the lane. Back out on the perimeter for a 3 by Allie Hines. Good. First basket of the ball game for the senior Hines. And Farragut leads 20-17. 3:12 to play. First half here at Bradley Central. Weber picks up her dribble way out on the perimeter. Was looking for a roll to the basket. Teammate did not cooperate. Weber moves to the top of the key. Gives in the left corner for a 3-ball attempt that is no good. Knocked out of bounds on the weak side rebound attempt and will stay with Bradley. That from the left corner 3 was Ashlyn Crittenden who missed. McCall Willis back into the ball game for Farragut, replaces Ashlyn Sheridan. So it will be Jones inbounding from the baseline right for Bradley. In it comes to Ware in the corner. Now Jones gets it back right side. Mid-range jumper, no good. Good hustle by Carpenter. Snuck in there and grabbed the rebound for Bradley to keep the possession with the Barrettes. She'll try a 3 from the left wing. No good. And then Ware is going to be, they say, fouled on a follow attempt. Carly Vining picks up her second foul. So 3 Lady Admirals with 2 fouls apiece. McCall Willis, Carly Vining, and Allie Hines. And so shooting 2 will be Harmony Ware. First one up and good. Her second first choice automotive free throw on this trip is no good. And the ball was knocked around and collected by Priest. Priest needs some help in rear court. Gives off to McCall Willis. Now to Strickland. Strickland into front court for the Lady Admirals. Gives off to Priest, who will be at the point. Willis ready to set a high screen. Priest works off of it. Left side. Hands off to Strickland. Strickland going to launch the 3 off the back of the rim. Willis battling for the rebound, but it's going to be Harmony Ware of Bradley collecting it. So 20-18, Farragut leading with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Bradley with the ball as Priest is man-to-man on Carpenter out top. At the free throw line, Bradley with the ball in the hands of Crittenden. Gives it off again to Carpenter. Drives the left baseline. Shut down there. Loops it back out top to Crittenden. Guarded by Hines and stolen away. Priest reaches in, gets the steal ahead to Hines. Hines on the layup, no good. Willis the putback, no good. Farragut misses a golden opportunity. And what do we have? Ball knocked out of bounds. And Farragut's going to have it. So the Barrettes had the rebound in possession but lost it out of bounds. Here's Farragut down low. Willis can't get a shot off, too deep under the basket. Out to Hines, and Hines buries her second 3. Allie Hines off a good look by McCall Willis. And now Hines with 6 points, and the Lady Admirals lead 23-18. Into the lane for Bradley goes Crittenden. Out to Weber for a 3 left side. No good. And that looked like maybe a double dribble by Erica Swick. No call. Left side. Driving baseline for Bradley. That'll be Carpenter. Misses. And on the weak side, Farragut's Allie Hines collects it. Gives off to Strickland and the pace slows. 53 seconds to play in this first half. And Farragut with a 5-point lead, 23-18. Double screen set out high for Strickland. She goes right and puts a shot up off the window. Too strong. Rebounded away by Ware. Long lead pass in front court. Stolen away by Vining. So the Lady Admirals with a number of takeaways in this second quarter, latter stages of this second quarter. In fact, both teams now with 8 turnovers. The last 4 belonging to Bradley. And Farragut maybe holding for a final shot. Inside to Strickland in the paint. Triple teamed. And I guess the call was a lane violation, maybe on Strickland, pivoting with defenders completely encircling her. And so it'll be a Farragut turnover. 16 seconds to play. First half winding down here at Bradley Central. Lady Admirals leading by 5. Boys action will follow on this season opening night. Farragut High School basketball. Top of the key, Swick tries a 3. Short. And then a pass down low is stolen away by Strickland, or batted away by Strickland. And the first half comes to an end. The horn sounds with the Lady Admirals leading 23-18. So Farragut just 6 points in the second quarter. But Lady Admirals limit the Bearettes to just 4. And they lead by 5 at intermission, 23-18. We'll step aside, get a 2-minute break for our sponsors, and return on the other side to take a look at the first half numbers in our girls contest. Again, it's the Lady Admirals leading here at Bradley over the Bearettes 23-18. As you listen to Farragut basketball, presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
You haven't really had wings until you experience Craven Wings, East Tennessee's best wings, fresh, never frozen. No antibiotics, steroids, or hormones, and always gluten-free, which means a taste that will keep you even more. Their sauces are made in-house, including University of Tennessee's tight end Jacob Warren's personal sauce 87. Watch the game on 26 flat screen TVs or sit outdoors on their spacious patio. Check out daily specials like their Wednesday Wing Ding or their Monday Burger Bash. Craven Wings is located at 12350 South North Shore Drive in Knoxville. Hot and crispy and cooked fresh to order. We'll see you there, y'all.
Order online at www.cravenwings.com.
Farragut is open for business, and Shop Farragut invites you to spend the afternoon exploring all that Farragut has to offer. From fine dining to fast casual clothing and accessories, gift shops, boutiques, health clubs, bakeries, insurance, the list goes on and on. One point, there's a lot you can do when you shop Farragut. So shop Farragut every day. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with special offers, discounts, and events. And visit shopfarragut.com for your chance to win hundreds of dollars in gift cards with the Shop Farragut Tom Sampler.
Big box and mom and pop, so many good deals to us. Shop Farragut.
During November at Rocky Top Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. No money down, no payments till 2022, and the no-cost lifetime warranty. It's the Black Friday sales event with savings all month long at Rocky Top. New 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row is in stock. New 2021 Ram trucks available for immediate delivery. It's the Black Friday sales event all month long at Rocky Top. Rocky Top Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. I-40 exit 407 or online at rockytopchrysler.jeep.com.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Bradley Central High School, Dusty Street at our WFIV studios. Appreciate you joining us, whether in the greater Knoxville area on 105.3 WFIV, around the world at WFIV.com, or you can go to FarragutAdmiralsBasketball.com and click on the live stream link, and that will take you to the YouTube page, YouTube account for Farragut Basketball, where the video is provided by BDC Productions. Brandon Campbell providing that video. We're back with Farragut football tomorrow night as the Admirals go to Maryville for a 7 o'clock kickoff in the state quarterfinals. Pregame show will get started at 6:15 tomorrow night from Maryville High School as the Admirals, the Cinderella of the entire state. It's funny, you look at the playoff brackets in the public Division 1, in all 6 classifications, there is not a single number 3 seed or number 4 seed still alive. Everybody's a 1 or a 2 seed except for your Farragut Admirals, number 4 seed, playing at Region 2 6A champion Maryville tomorrow night. So wish the Admirals the best. Look forward to that one. Tonight, basketball gets underway, and a great venue for high school basketball. Bradley has one of my favorite high school gyms anywhere in East Tennessee, anywhere in the Volunteer State that I've had the good fortune to visit. And Bradley last season on the girls' side of things, 27-2. They lost to Lebanon by a single point in the opening round of the state tournament. That'd be a state quarterfinal. Lebanon went on to finish state runners-up. So tremendous season from Coach Reuter and his Bearettes a year ago, finished 27-2. Farragut, meanwhile, was 16-8 on the court, 18-8 when you throw in a couple of COVID forfeits. But Lady Admirals had a fine season, but certainly expected to make a deeper run in the postseason. They were ousted in the opening round of the region tournament with a less than stellar performance at Oak Ridge. And so Lady Admirals, again, very excited about this season, as are the Farragut boys, and for good reason. As I detailed at the outset of the broadcast, really both of these teams, as much experience as they probably had in the last 6 to 8 years returning. Farragut boys down on the floor putting up some shots, as are the Bradley boys here at halftime of our girls contest. Farragut leading 17-14 at the end of the first quarter, and then a very low-scoring second quarter. Farragut outscores Bradley 6-4. Farragut's only points in the second quarter, a pair of Allie Hines threes, and Bradley did not hit a field goal in the second quarter. Interesting, too, that Bradley has only one 2-point field goal in the first half. Not that Farragut's got a ton of them. What the Lady Admirals have got 3. But Bradley, it's been, by and large, the three-point shot and a few free throws sprinkled in. As for the Bearettes, Sloan Carpenter, 0 of 2 from the line, 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Carsey Weber, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. She's got 7 first-half points. Harmony Ware, 2 of 4 from the line, 2 points for the Bradley freshman. And Erica Swick, a junior for Bradley, with a first-quarter 3-pointer. So Bradley shoots 4 of 8 from the foul line, and they knock down 4 3-pointers. Again, did not have a field goal in the second quarter, had only one 2-point basket in the first half of play. That belonged to Carsey Weber. For Farragut, Allie Hines with the aforementioned 2 threes in the second quarter, accounting for all of Farragut's second quarter scoring. So Allie has 6. Annalise Bishop, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points for Bishop. Annie Priest, 3 points on a first quarter 3-pointer. Ace Strickland with 7 points. She scored Farragut's first 7. And Ashlyn Sheridan. And by the way, Strickland with 1 3-pointer. Ashlyn Sheridan then with 5 points. She, too, has 1 3-pointer. So the Lady Admirals are 2 of 2 from the line. Bishop having connected on those free throws. And Farragut with 5 threes in the first half. 2 from Hines, 1 apiece from Annie Priest, Ace Strickland, and Ashlyn Sheridan. Farragut leads 23-18 at halftime. We'll get a 2-minute break and return with third quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
If hot, fresh, local pizza is what you're hungry for, then look no further than the Pizza Kitchen. Since 1998, voted best pizza in Farragut. Enjoy made-from-scratch pizzas, salads, craft beer, and desserts for dinner, takeout, delivery, catering, and good times, all in one family-friendly environment that is fresh, familiar, and will have you coming back again and again. We even have a kids menu, along with pastas and sandwiches. The Pizza Kitchen is open Monday through Thursday, 3 to 8 p.m., Friday, Saturday, 3 to 9 p.m. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Phone 865-577-9191. Phone 865-577-9191.
Mention this ad for a free cheesy bread, one per customer per visit before the Friday night Farragut football game.
Hi folks, this is Rick Terry with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. I know you've heard my slogan. We make it special, we make it unique, and we make it just for you, and we want to be your jeweler. Visit us at rickterryjewelry.com, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Read our Google reviews and see what real customers have to say. Our slogan isn't just our words. It's our way of doing business. It's our daily goal. Please come see us and see our beautiful jewelry. Downtown and Farragut, I'm Rick Terry, and we want to be your jeweler.
105.3 WFIB, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
Back at Bradley Central High School, we're at halftime of our girls contest. Just about set to get the third quarter underway. One number I did not convey a moment ago, turnovers. I had Farragut with 10 in the first half, 5 in both the first quarter and the second quarter, and I had Bradley with 8, 1 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter. They run stats up to the various media at halftime here at Bradley. By their count, they're saying Farragut had 11 turnovers and Bradley had 7. That's one more than I had Farragut with and one less than I had Bradley. But interesting to see the shooting percentage. Obviously, it dropped off for both teams in the second quarter as Bradley with only 4 second quarter points, all of it from the free throw line, and Farragut with a pair of threes from Allie Hines accounting for its second quarter scoring. And so Farragut was 2 of 15, they say, from the field in the second quarter. Bradley was 0 of 12. And Lady Admirals, let's see, Bradley's going to have the ball first. Farragut, I think, knocked it out of bounds. We're completely screened down to our left. But overall shooting percentage, Farragut, according to these numbers, lit it up in the first half. 6 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3 from three-point range the first quarter. But 8 of 22 Farragut in the ball game, and here's an unforced turnover, an errant pass, and Bradley loses it into the scorer's table across the way. So Farragut, they're showing shooting just 36% from the field, and meanwhile Bradley shooting 19%. So a turnover on the opening possession of the second half for Bradley. Farragut with Ashlyn Sheridan, Annalise Bishop, McCall Willis, Ace Strickland, and Allie Hines. Strickland just inside the top of the key, misses on a 17-footer, but Willis keeps it alive, gives to Sheridan. Sheridan back out high to Strickland. Strickland bounces it inside to Willis. Little triangle offense off the left side as Sheridan will try a three. No good. Willis, nice save into Strickland, finds the cutter, and Hines can't finish on the layup. There's a putback by Sheridan. Good. Lady Admiral's got about 4 cracks at it, and it's Sheridan scoring the basket as the Lady Admirals will lead 25-18 on the board first in this third quarter. Farragut, man. I think both teams have been exclusively man. Over on the left side for Bradley, it's going to be Carpenter coming back right. Gives off to Swick for a three that's no good. Farragut the rebound. Bishop in front court gives to Sheridan on the right wing. Bounce pass inside to the posting Strickland. Strickland working on the block. Puts a shot up off the window. No good. Lost her footing. There's a putback, though, by Sheridan. Good. Ashland's cleaned up a couple of plays on the first 2 possessions of this third quarter, and Farragut leads 27-18 as a result. Into front court, Carpenter for Bradley. Gives off to Swick. Out top, Crittenden. Now down low, Swick had a shot underneath. Instead, kicked it out for a three on the right wing that was no good. Weak side rebound by Sheridan. That three was missed by Carpenter. Here's Bishop driving on Carpenter into front court. Made the pass when she should have taken the shot, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds off the leg of Bradley. Bishop doing a nice job attacking the basket in the first half. Inbounds here to Strickland. Tough shot in the paint. Gets it to go. Would have been easier if Ace would have gone up with it right away. Instead, a little hesitation. The Bradley defense kind of closed in, but yet Strickland got the tough shot to go, and Coach Reuter wants a timeout. So Strickland with her first basket since the opening quarter. She's got 9, and Farragut leading 23-18 at halftime has opened up a 29-18 lead, scoring the first 6 points of the third quarter, and Bradley wants a timeout. So Coach Jason Mayfield is assisted by Andy Arndt, Alex Monday, and Madison Maples. And Coach Reuter of Bradley is assisted by Adam Belford, Keith Freeman, and Amy Tinsley. Next up for Bradley, Monday, here at Bradley Central, as the Bears and Bearettes will host McMinn Central. I think the boys actually are going to play a game before that. They're going to play Saturday, indeed. The Bradley boys are playing Saturday at Maryville. They had not played a game yet. The girls opened their season on Tuesday, beating Baylor 63-43. Meanwhile, Farragut's got some games coming up on Saturday. Bearettes with the ball coming out of the timeout, trailing 29-18 as Carpenter over on the left side to Crittenden. Little crossover, lost the ball on her way to the basket and out of bounds. Coach Reuter wants a deflection. Didn't look like it, though. Not from here, and the officials didn't see one either. And so that will be turnover for the Bearettes. Their 10th by my count. Bishop driving left side for Farragut, picks up her dribble, gives to Strickland on the left wing. Strickland into the lane, picks up her dribble, needs some help, and I think they're going to have the 3-second count again. That's a couple of times now that Strickland hasn't been able to find anybody in time to vacate the lane. And so Farragut with its 11th turnover, leading 29-18 with 5:18 to play in the third quarter. Out high with the basketball for Bradley is Weber. Left side, Swick, three-pointer, good. Second three of the night for Erica Swick, the Bradley junior, and that's Bradley's first basket of the second half and first field goal since the first quarter. McCall Willis takes a pass from Strickland, shoots from the free throw line, and rattles it home. McCall with her first basket. 31-21, Farragut leading with 4:40 to play in our third quarter. Willis pressuring the ball out top into the left corner for a three-pointer. Good. Swick, back-to-back threes, nearly the same spot on the floor. Strickland into front court, guarded by Crittenden. Gives it off to Bishop out top. Now to Sheridan, who comes out high, takes the pass from Bishop. Sheridan driving into the lane and puts it up against three defenders, and they call a charge. There was hardly any contact whatsoever. And Strickland, I think probably as much as anything, trying to avoid the contact, went down awkwardly, but they'll call the charge. And another one of that variety that is highly questionable. Bradley in front court, trailing by 7. As Swick with the ball out top, hands it off to Crittenden, coming back right. Down low, Swick comes open, missed from underneath. That was a good look from out top by Jones. Bradley keeps it alive, however. A kick out for a three, no good. Rebound tracked down in the corner. Great hustle by the Bearettes. Ashlyn Crittenden as she saves it in. Try saying that fast 3 times in a row. And so the Bearettes maintain possession of the basketball as it'll be Jones, right side, asking for it back in the post. They can't get it to her as Strickland fronts. Instead to Crittenden. Now to Swick. Popping out top. Weber takes a pass, puts up a three off the back of the rim. Swick knocks it out, but Hines tracks it down for Farragut. Hines into front court. Over to Priest on the right side. Priest picked up man-to-man by Carpenter. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to play third quarter. Priest double teamed on the baseline. And I guess they're going to say that Annie stepped on the baseline. Third turnover of the third quarter, 13th of the game for the Lady Admirals. 7-point lead for Farragut. Jones with the ball out top for Bradley. Gives off over to Crittenden on the left side, guarded by Hines. Swick pops out, launches a quick three. This one's an air ball. She had buried back-to-back threes from the left wing. This one well short from out top, however. Carries out over the baseline, belongs to Farragut. Swick checks out of the ball game. Back into the lineup, Caitlin Ledford. Her first action of the second half. Farragut with the ball and a 7-point lead as Priest brings it across the timeline, guarded by Carpenter. Drives into a double team and lost the ball. Stolen away by Ledford just into the lineup. Now driving the lane for Bradley with a shot that is no good. Put back good by Jones. Crittenden missed on the drive. Jones was there for the putback. Here's Strickland trying to answer at the other end and does. Ace, as only Ace can do. Looks like she's completely out of control and just kisses it off the glass good. 33-26, Lady Admirals by 7. Out high with the basketball. Ledford for Bradley, guarded by McCall Willis. And they call a hand check foul on Farragut. McCall Willis picks up her third foul. Willis will check out of the ball game. Allie Hines out of the ball game. Farragut gets Maya Johnston into the lineup. And, well, first here's Bradley inbounding. They move the ball around the perimeter left to right. Now the lane comes wide open, and Ledford lays it up and in. Ledford driving from the right wing, lays it up with the left hand on the left side. And here's Bishop trying to answer at the other end, but left it short on a little runner in the lane. Bradley into front court with the basketball. Cross-court pass knocked away by Carly Vining of Farragut, deflected out of bounds across the way. So you got Carly Vining, Annalise Bishop, Annie Priest, Maya Johnson, Ace Strickland on the floor for Farragut. Bradley with the ball, trailing by 5 with 1:30 to play in the third quarter. Inbound feed to Ledford, tries a three, no good by the left-hander, but the ball's deflected out to Ledford, and Bradley can reset. Weber off to Ledford, guarded by Carly Vining. Jones pops out high, guarded by Strickland, gives in the right corner, looks for it. Jones looks for it back on the baseline. Strickland slides in front, denies the pass, bats it out of bounds over the baseline. Bradley's basketball underneath its own goal. Crittenden to inbound, lobs it out to Jones. Oh, Jones nearly with a backcourt violation, able to loop it back to her teammate Ledford on the right wing. To Jones, now to Carpenter, top of the key, guarded by Johnston. They go inside to Jones. That was a walk, no call. Missed the shot. This will be Bradley with the ball back out on the perimeter. There's Crittenden, kick out, top of the key, three, good by Ledford. So Ledford with all 5 of her points here in the third quarter, and it's a 2-point game. Bishop into front court for Farragut. 33-31 our score, 40 seconds to play in the third, as Bishop works off Strickland's screen, picks up her dribble, and Farragut's going to use a timeout. Lady Admirals using a full timeout with 35.3 seconds to play in our third quarter. Lady Admirals leading 33-31 in possession of the ball. They were up 31-21, so a 10-2 run for Bradley Central of late. And the Bearettes, who, trying to think, have they led at any point in this ball game? I think they led 3-2. Led 3-2, I believe, is the only lead for Bradley. We've got boys action to follow, of course. And then trying to see what the lineup of games. Here it is. Got too many sheets of paper lying around on this table. Lineup of games coming up on Saturday. This will be at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, Farragut High School. The girls at 10 o'clock will take on Alcoa. The boys at 11:30 against East Hamilton. And then the girls against Sevier County at 4 o'clock. And the boys take on the Patriots of Jefferson County at 5:30. So a little play date coming up on Saturday with the Farragut Admirals and Lady Admirals both playing a pair of games at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium. 20 seconds to play in the third. Farragut with the basketball as they double Bishop. Lobs it back out to Sheridan near the timeline. Farragut leading by 2, trying to hold for a final shot. Bishop double teamed at the timeline, gives off to Sheridan. Sheridan into the paint, left side to Priest. Back to Bishop, down to 4 seconds. Here's Strickland, long three-pointer, no good. Rebounded away by Bradley's Weber, and the horn sounds, third quarter in the books. And we're going to have a 2-point game going to the fourth as Farragut leads Bradley 33-31, but again, it was the Bearettes with 10 of the final 12 points in the third quarter as they trim a 10-point deficit down to 2 heading to the final 8 minutes of this one. We'll get a 1-minute break, return with fourth quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hello, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. After 22 years, we are both proud and humbled by how this community has embraced us. We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals football games, and we are humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years. We remain committed to offering the highest quality cookies, pastries, pies, and breads, and our cake decorator will make your special occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at puremagiccarwash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
Lady Admirals with the first possession of the fourth quarter, leading at Bradley, 33-31. Strickland, double teamed, driving, right side. How can you call a 5 seconds when she's driving to the basket? That was a drive to the basket, and they called a 5-second count on Strickland. It'll be Farragut's 14th turnover. Jones with the ball for Bradley, guarded by Sheridan. Left side Ledford, guarded there by Johnston. Left side Weber, head fake the three against Strickland, gives it off instead out top to Carpenter. Over on the right side to Crittenden. Farragut with Priest and Strickland, Bishop, Johnston, and Sheridan on the floor to begin the fourth quarter. By my count, that was Farragut's 14th turnover just a moment ago. Double team, that was a walk, and there's the call. That'll be the 11th turnover by my count for Bradley. So Farragut with the basketball at midcourt. Strickland looking to get it inbounds. Nobody coming open. Now bounces it into Bishop at close range. Bishop working against Carpenter into front court, into the lane, was bumped. And she got the call. And they said it wasn't on a shot. Carpenter with her second foul. And the first of the second half on Bradley. Inbound feed comes to Sheridan. She moves out near the timeline where she's guarded by Weber. Sheridan into the lane, pulls up, right side of the paint, won't go. Rebounded away by the Bearettes. That's Carpenter with a rebound. She brings it back in front court herself, picked up by Ace Strickland. Weber with the ball, guarded by Johnston. There's a nice cut on a curl down low, and Crittenden takes the pass, hits the shot off the window, and will have an and one opportunity. Crittenden with the basket and an and one opportunity, and who did they say the foul was on? Maybe Priest? Not sure. This will be a first choice automotive free throw for Bradley, And the toss is missed, but the Barrettes keep it alive. Here's a three, left side, good. Crittenden, who just hit the tough shot in the paint, buries a three as Bradley keeps it alive following a missed free throw. Strickland, spin at the high post with the right hand, scores. Beautiful spin move by Ace at the free throw line. Got around the defender, kissed it off the window with the right hand, and quickly Coach Mayfield uses a timeout as Farragut ends the drought to begin this fourth quarter. Actually just a minute 39 in, but still it felt like Bradley had all the momentum here in the fourth quarter, and in fact does have the lead. Only lead of the ball game prior to this was 3-2, I do believe. But the Lady Admirals on the board as Strickland now has 13. But Crittenden with a nice basket a moment ago. Good cut without the ball. Good look by the Barrettes to find her. Kissed it off the window, was fouled, and missed the free throw, but Bradley kept it alive, and Crittenden hit a three from the left wing. So effectively a 5-point possession for Bradley to open the fourth quarter scoring. Bradley with the ball coming out of the Farragut timeout. Jones with it, out high, guarded by Farragut's Ashlyn Sheridan. Crittenden gives off to Swick. Swick over on the left side to Weber. Swick out high, guarded by Strickland. Off to Jones, guarded by Sheridan, top of the key. Ashlyn knocks it away. Jones grabs it back, rifles it to Crittenden. Guarded by Farragut's Allie Hines. Allie Hines, McCall Willis, Ashlyn Sheridan, Annie Priest, and Ace Strickland on the floor for the Lady Admirals. There's a steal by Sheridan. Sheridan anticipated the pass, makes the steal, driving for the layup, missed it. Strickland with a rebound, gives it off to Willis, got the shot and was fouled. Boy, I thought Strickland maybe should have taken the shot herself, but it's going to pay off because Strickland would not have been fouled on a follow-up. McCall Willis was, and so you got an and one opportunity for the Lady Admirals. But a steal by Strickland got it going the other way. And Willis now looking to complete a three-point play as she shoots the first-choice automotive free throw. Short, no good. First free throw attempt of the second half for Farragut and only the third of the night for the Lady Admirals. 2 of 3 from the line. 5:17 to play. Farragut is back in front, 37-36. Inside with the ball, Weber. Kicks out right wing. Priest is there defensively on Carpenter to not allow her a look. Out high to Crittenden, working against Strickland, got away from her, but then Ace blocks it from behind, and the loose ball is taken by McCall Willis. Strickland with those long arms, able to block the shot, deflect the shot from behind. Ricochets off the backboard, and the Lady Admirals come up with it as Sheridan in front court now, driving down the left side of the lane. Gibbs in the corner. Hines dribbles out top, and she tried to release a pass right side to McCall Willis. Harmony Ware picks up a foul, her first. Team third. I think they just called 5 seconds on the inbound, so Farragut couldn't find anybody open. Those counts have been pretty darn quick tonight, whether it was a lane violation or a 5-second inbound violation. Bradley with the basketball, trailing by 1, 37-36 with 4:25 to play. They go inside, then back out. Here's a drive off the right side, no good. Priest had the rebound, and they'll say it's Bradley's ball. I don't know about that, but Carpenter missed on the drive. Barrett's will keep it at their end of the floor, however, as inbounding will be Crittenden. Jones runs the baseline. Crittenden instead gives out to Weber. Three-pointer, no good. Too strong. Farragut's McCall Willis on the deck. Surely that's a foul, as Willis had Jones pounce on top of her, and indeed that'll be the call. Second foul on Jones. Annalise Bishop checks into the ball game for Farragut, replaces Annie Priest. So Bradley pressing full court with 4:11 to play. Farragut leading 37-36. In it comes to Bishop. Bishop dribbles around Carpenter into front court. Left side for a three by Hines, no good. And McCall Willis is going to be called for a push-off on a rebound attempt, to the dismay of the Farragut bench. So I think that's McCall's fourth. So Willis is out of the game. Priest is back in. Down low, coming wide open, and that's a good look. Coming wide open was Weber, and from out top, Jones found her. Weber lays it up and in. She's got 9. Farragut looking to answer at the other end with a 3. No good, and so Bradley with the rebound and possession of the ball and a 1-point lead with 3:35 to play. Barrett's in front court. Out top with it, Crittenden. Crittenden gives off to Carpenter. In turn, left side to Weber, guarded by Strickland. Dribbles it right. Strickland reaches, and a cheap foul. Not a good foul by Ace. It's her first, and the team, I think, 5th. Inbound feed, side front court will come into Carpenter, guarded closely by Bishop. Gives off to Harmony Ware, who's guarded by Annie Priest. Out to Jones, guarded by Sheridan, out high right side. Now on the right wing where Bishop draws the defensive assignment. Jones, the cutter, takes a pass, gives in the left corner to Ware. Now to Crittenden, who misses on a short jumper. Ball was kept alive, though, by Bradley. Put back by Crittenden, no good. Or a second shot attempt by Crittenden, no good. Now Strickland double-teamed, lost the ball, and it'll be a layup by Crittenden. Crittenden scores as Bradley takes it away from the Lady Admirals underneath the Bradley basket. And now ball is deflected, and Bradley's going to come up with another steal. Barrett's in front court, down low to Ware, lost it out of bounds. Farragut catches a break. 2.5 minutes to play, and the Lady Admirals trailing by 3, 40-37. Bishop, guarded by Carpenter. Crossover, got away from her at midcourt, slides over onto the left wing. Now feeds cross court to Sheridan, right side. Back to Bishop, head fakes a very long 3, drives into the lane. The pass was deflected and stolen away by Jones. Farragut with, I've got him now with 5 turnovers in this fourth quarter and 18 for the game. 2 minutes to play. Bradley with a 3-point lead rather, 40-37. And I guess the ball was deflected out of bounds down below. I have no idea. Ware out of the ball game for Bradley, replaced by Erica Swick. Farragut's going to get McCall Willis back into the game with those 4 fouls. She will replace Hines. So Willis, Sheridan, Strickland, Bishop, and Priest on the floor for Farragut. Jones takes an inbound feed, side front court for Bradley. Sheridan tries to knock the ball away from her. She holds it over her head, and that's got to be a 5-second count. Wow, the Bradley bench got a timeout. If that had been Farragut's possession, I do believe the whistle would have sounded for a 5-second count 2 seconds earlier. 1:49 to play. And Barretts are awarded the timeout and leading 40-37, as it was Farragut leading 33-31 at the end of the third quarter. But momentum was on the side of the Barretts, who scored 10 of the final 12 points in the third, and that has carried over. Farragut fell behind early in the fourth for the first time since 3-2, a couple of minutes into the ball game. Came back to lead 37-36, but Bradley has scored the last 4 points to lead 40-37 with 1:49 remaining. Team set to return to the floor. Allie Hines, looking at this Farragut Lady Admiral roster, senior Allie Hines, junior Annalise Bishop, freshman Annie Priest, sophomore Maya Johnston, senior Ace Strickland, sophomore Hannah Anderson, sophomore Carly Vining, senior McCall Willis, senior Madison Foshee, senior Keely Rogers, and senior Ashlyn Sheridan. Again, Rogers unavailable tonight in a walking boot. Strickland's going to be called for a foul. That's going to be a 1-and-1 situation for Bradley, right? Or is that the 6th? Guess that's the 6th. Strickland picks up her second. Inbound feed for Bradley, comes to Swick, drives the baseline, doesn't look for a shot underneath, instead gives it out. So Bradley's going to use some clock, even with a pretty good look at the basket, and Farragut's going to foul. 1-and-1 situation. I think Priest committed the foul. They say it's her first. Priest out of the game. Hines back in for the Lady Admirals. 1:35 to play, and Bradley leading by 3. And to shoot the first choice automotive 1-and-1, Ashlyn Crittenden of Bradley. She is 0 of 1 from the line tonight and missed the free throw, but it's Bradley with a rebound. And has a huge play earlier in this fourth quarter when they missed a free throw, kept it alive and buried a 3, had a 5-point possession, as that was an and-1 free throw that was missed earlier. This time it was the front end of a 1-and-1. Farragut can't get the rebound, and now the Lady Admirals are forced to foul again. A. Strickland with her third foul. And so Crittenden back to the line for another 1-and-1. First choice automotive free throw. Good this time. She earns a bonus toss. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. That's first, the number 1. 1ST. choiceautomotiverepair.com. Second free throw, bonus free throw from Crittenden. No good. Tipped by Bradley, and they're going to keep it alive again, I think. Nope, they call a held ball, and the possession arrow is to Farragut. But the Lady Admirals are going to lose the possession arrow now being in their favor. And Bradley just causing all sorts of problems in rebounding away or deflecting missed free throws. So Lady Admirals in front court. Sheridan launches a 3, top of the key, short. Strickland tried to save it in bounds and could not. So I'm not sure that's the shot you wanted with 1:11 to play. Farragut trailing by 4. Bradley gets the ball back as the Lady Admirals jump into a full court press. Crittenden inbounding. Farragut traps Carpenter, spins away from the double team, feeds in front court Weber. Weber pulls up on the left wing. Farragut trying to foul. Weber with the ball on the left wing, exchanging it back and forth with Carpenter. And the Lady Admirals, Annalise Bishop picks up the foul. Her second, 57.8 seconds to play, and 41-37 as Bradley shoots a 1-and-1. Free throw, good. That is Carpenter at the line. It's her first make of the night. She is 1 of 3. Bonus toss is good as well, and Bradley leads by 6 with 55 seconds to play. Strickland in front court, into the lane, double teamed, out to Hines. Now top of the key, Sheridan, and Farragut's going to use a timeout. 49.6 seconds to play, and Bradley leading 43-37 as the Lady Admirals and Barrettes huddle up on their respective benches for this full timeout. We'll get a 1-minute break, return with, well, actually, let's get a single spot in here. As, again, Lady Admirals trailing late, 43-37 here at Bradley, as you listen to Farragut Basketball, presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
Hello, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. After 22 years, we are both proud and humbled by how this community has embraced us. We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals football games, and we are humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years. We remain committed to offering the highest quality cookies, pastries, pies, and breads, and our cake decorator will make your special occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
Teams returning to the floor. Farragut will have the ball, but Lady Admirals trailing by 6 with only 49.6 seconds to play. Bradley's be in the double bonus with Farragut's next foul. Lady Admirals nowhere even close to the bonus as they inbound. Comes to McCall Willis, gives it back to Strickland for a long 3. No good. McCall Willis goes and gets the rebound, puts the follow-up. No, but she's fouled from behind. Swick picks up a foul. McCall Willis to shoot 2. Lady Admiral Senior 0 of 1 from the line tonight. Her first choice automotive repair free throw is up and good. Second toss coming for McCall. She's got 5 points. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Second toss, no good. Farragut battling for the rebound. Out of bounds. Off of Strickland. So Willis hits 1 of 2. It's a 5-point game. Bradley with the ball, 40 seconds to play. Farragut pressing, doubling in rear court. Passes away to Carpenter. Carpenter in front court. Doubled. Needs some help. And I guess they called a timeout. Got a timeout call. Coach Mayfield wanted an offensive foul clearing out with the elbow by Carpenter. Didn't get it. And 32 seconds remaining. 30-second timeout. Lady Admirals trailing 43-38. Again, the situation being that a Farragut foul will send Bradley to the line for the double bonus. Our next broadcast, by the way, is the district opener on December 3rd, Friday, December 3rd, over at the Doghouse at Bearden High School. Bradley with the ball coming out of the timeout. They loop it into rear court to Carpenter. Farragut choosing not to foul. And now they hand it off to Crittenden, and Priest will foul Crittenden. Down to 22.7 seconds to play. And so at the line to shoot the double bonus, Ashlyn Crittenden, who is 1 of 4 from the line. Toss, good. First choice automotive repair and service free throw make for Ashlyn Crittenden, and a second one upcoming as she looks to become the first Bearette to reach double figures tonight. McCall Willis checks out of the game. Farragut looking for three-point shooters. Second toss is good. So Crittenden hits a pair, and it's a 7-point lead for Bradley, 45-38 with 19 seconds to play. Bishop hands off to Sheridan. Three-pointer out top. No good. Forced shot. Strickland grabs it in the corner for Farragut. She'll launch a three from the right wing. Bang! Tough shot for Ace. She's got 16, but only 7.5 seconds remain, and Farragut trails 45-41. So the Lady Admirals use a timeout after Strickland. Good hustle, tracked down the miss by Sheridan. Off balance three-pointer deep on the right wing, good by Ace. It's her second three of the night. Farragut started out shooting the ball well. Led 17-11. Bradley with the final basket of the first quarter made it 17-14. Farragut led 23-18 at halftime after a very low-scoring second quarter. Bradley's points all coming at the free throw line, and Farragut getting 2 threes from Allie Hines. It's only scoring in the second quarter. Then in the third, Farragut had a 31-21 lead, got off to a good start to begin the third quarter, but Bradley closed with a flourish, scored 10 of the final 12 points heading to the fourth, and then took the lead early in the fourth, and Farragut got it back momentarily at 37-36, but since then it's been the Bearettes in front, and they lead 45-41. They'll have the ball with 7.5 seconds to play, facing a Farragut full-court press, of course, as Crittenden runs the baseline and gets it into Weber, who is fouled as Farragut converges, trying to make the steal, bumped into her, and we'll see who they give the foul to. They give it to Strickland. Had their choice of Farragut Lady Admirals to assess the foul again. 6.5 seconds to play, and at the line, Carsey Weber, 2 of 2 from the line tonight. Her first choice automotive repair and service free throw is good. Second one upcoming. So Willis, again, offense-defense substitution. McCall's out of the ball game. Second free throw coming for Weber. No good. Sheridan rebounds it away. Sheridan quickly in front court to Strickland. Left side three for Ace. No good. And that'll do it. 46-41. Bradley improves to 2-0 on the season. And Farragut falls in its opener here in Cleveland this evening. As again, the momentum swung at the end of the third quarter when the Bearettes scored 10 of the final 12. And though Farragut had the lead going to the fourth, it was only a 2-point lead after they had led by 10. And Bradley outscores Farragut in the fourth, 15-8, as the Bearettes again 2-0 on the season now, and Farragut 0-1. We got boys action coming up about probably 15 or so minutes away from the tip in our boys contest. So we'll step aside, get a 2-minute break, and return on the other side to take a look at the final numbers from our girls contest. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
You haven't really had wings until you experience Craven Wings, East Tennessee's best wings, fresh, never frozen. No antibiotics, steroids, or hormones, and always gluten-free, which means a taste that will keep you craving more. Their sauces are made in-house, including University of Tennessee's tight end Jacob Warren's Personal Sauce 87. Watch the game on 26 flat screen TVs or sit outdoors on their spacious patio. Check out daily specials like their Wednesday Wing Ding or their Monday Burger Bash. Craven Wings is located at 12350 South North Shore Drive in Knoxville. Hot and crispy and cooked fresh to order. We'll see you there, y'all.
Order online at www.cravenwings.com.
Looking for a fast quote? How about the right quote? We here at the Mike Dyer Agency can deliver both to help you with your insurance needs. Call us today at 865-966-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Farragut is open for business, and Shop Farragut invites you to spend the afternoon exploring all that Farragut has to offer. From fine dining to fast casual clothing and accessories, gift shops, boutiques, health clubs, bakeries, insurance, the list goes on and on. One point, there's a lot you can do when you shop Farragut. So shop Farragut every day. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with special offers, discounts, and events. And visit shopfarragut.com for your chance to win hundreds of dollars in gift cards with the Shop Farragut Town Sampler.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. We've got Rogues, we've got Pathfinders, we've got Sentras. Whoa, he's coming in a little hot. We've got Ultimas, we've even got Frontiers. Ted Russell Nissan, we've got inventory right here on Kingston Pike.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
Back at Bradley Central High School, we're between games as the Lady Admirals come up 5 points shy tonight in their season opener against Bradley Central. As it's Bradley winning 46-41. Farragut led 17-14 at the end of the first quarter. A low-scoring second quarter. Bradley without a field goal. Farragut with 2 threes from Allie Hines, so 6-4 the second quarter advantage for the Lady Admirals as Farragut was ahead 23-18 at intermission. Lady Admirals with a strong start to the third quarter built a double-digit lead at 31-21, but Bradley scored 10 of the final 12 points of the third quarter, closed within 2. Farragut 33, Bradley 31 as we headed to the fourth, and the Bearettes early in the fourth took their first lead since 3-2. Farragut came back with a 37-36 lead, but the rest of the way Farragut scored only 4, and Bradley outscored them 10-4 down the stretch, I guess I should say, there in the fourth quarter. And a lot of it, I guess maybe all of it, was Ashlyn Crittenden. As Crittenden for Bradley, 3 of 6 from the foul line, 1 3-pointer, 10 points. All of the seniors' points for Bradley coming in the fourth quarter. Sloan Carpenter, meanwhile, for Bradley, was 2 of 4 from the line, had 2 3-pointers and finished with 8 points. Carsey Weber, 3 of 4 from the line, 1 3-pointer. She had 10 points. Harmony Ware for Bradley, 2 of 4 from the line, 2 points this evening. Caitlin Ledford with 5 points, included in her total of 3-pointer. Hannah Jones with 2 points. And Erica Swick, 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Bradley had 8 3-pointers total. At the break, they had 4. So knocked down 4 3-pointers in each half. And Bradley shooting 4 of 8 from the foul line in the first half. They finished 10 of 18. So 6 of 10 in the second half. And again, 10 of 18, 56% from the foul line tonight, where they outscored Farragut by 7. We'll get to those numbers here in just a moment. But the Lady Admirals, Allie Hines had 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Annalise Bishop, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 points. Annie Priest, 3 points on a first quarter 3-pointer. Ace Strickland had 2 threes this evening. She leads Farragut with 16 points. McCall Willis, 1 of 3 from the line. She had 5 points. Ashlyn Sheridan with 9 points, included in her total, 1 3-pointer. So Farragut hit 6 threes. 5 of them came in the first half. The only 3-pointer in the second half was very late. Ace Strickland knocking it down when this game was, by and large, decided. And the Lady Admirals shoot 3 of 5 from the foul line. 3 of 5 from the foul line. Again, Bradley was 10 of 18 from the foul line. And if you want to point to a number, that's one of the big ones for certain in this ball game, the disparity in free throws. And I would say also, too, Bradley had to have had a decided rebounding advantage. They actually have run us some stats up here, and so let's see. They actually have Farragut with more rebounds tonight than Bradley. I find that hard to believe, but the numbers I was handed here on this stat sheet says Farragut with 36 rebounds, Bradley with 33. We did not agree on the turnover total at halftime. Let's see if we agree anywhere close on the final. I had Farragut with 18 and Bradley with 13. They've got Farragut with 20 turnovers and Bradley with 12. Certainly that was another big key, especially in the fourth quarter when Farragut had 5 turnovers as Bradley was taking the lead and building, expanding a lead late in this ball game. But the opportunity, the chance, the second chance points by Bradley, really maybe the biggest play of the ball game, an and-one situation for Ashlyn Crittenden that was no good, and the Bearettes rebounded away the missed free throw, and then Crittenden took a pass on the left wing and buried a 3, and so a 5-point possession for the Bearettes at that stage in the ball game, I think gave them a 4-point lead. I believe that was where they went from being down 37 to 36 to being up 41 to 37, and of course never trailed again. So that's a wrap on the girls' game. 46-41. Bradley with the win as the Bearettes move to 2-0. Farragut 0-1 on the season. We'll get a break and return on the other side with the introduction of the starting lineups for our boys contest. Bradley last year was 9-10, fell in the district tournament, and the Admirals a year ago advanced to the region where they lost an absolute heartbreaker to Clinton 54-52. But the Admirals a year ago were 13-13 and looking to take that next step here in 2021-2022. We'll get a 2-minute break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
If hot, fresh, local pizza is what you're hungry for, then look no further than the Pizza Kitchen. Since 1998, voted best pizza in Farragut. Enjoy made-from-scratch pizzas,
I tell you what,
salads, craft beer, and desserts for dinner, takeout, delivery, catering, and good times, all in
just
one
go ahead
family-friendly
and bring it back
environment
after this
that is fresh, familiar, and will
Coach
have
Mayfield's
you coming
joined me.
back again and again. We even have a kids menu, along with pastas and sandwiches. The Pizza Kitchen is open Monday through Thursday, 3 to 8 p.m., Friday, Saturday, 3 to 9 p.m. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Phone 865-577-9191. Phone 865-577-9191.
Mention this ad for a free cheesy bread, one per customer per visit before the Friday night Farragut football game.
Cut that a little short. Coach Mayfield coming up joining us. And I was saying, Coach, it felt like to me maybe the play of the game, the missed and one. They batted the ball out, and then they got the three-pointer. Crittenden, who had missed the free throw, buries the three. I think you went from being up 1 to down 4 on that possession.
Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly the score, but we definitely talked about that. It took a little longer to get up here because we were just going over all those many little things that we could have done to come in here to a really, really, really tough place. Really, really fantastic basketball program. Yeah. And they made some shots and they did some things down the stretch that we didn't, obviously, with some turnovers. And like you said, and it happened again. The second time they had a one-on-one, they made the first one and missed the second one. They got another rebound. Those things we have to learn from. We have to learn from.
It's an interesting mix. You've got fresh faces and, of course, the old vets. Unfortunately, you didn't have one of those old veterans tonight in Keely Rogers. What's Keely's status? When might we see her?
She goes back tomorrow for another x-ray, and so hopefully we'll get some better news. But I still think it's probably Christmas, January, something like that. Just an ankle. So, it's a great opportunity for the others to step up. I hate it for Keely. Sure. Going into your senior year, and she's such an awesome kid and a huge piece of what we do. She's every bit as important as she does as much for us as Ace does. Oh yeah. With all of the things that she does. So hopefully we can stay healthy and get her back. And along the way, I tell people we've got a lot of experience, but we have 3 players that have played a lot of basketball. And Allie played some, and then didn't really play down the stretch last year. So it's a good experience for Annalise and Annie and Allie and Maya and Carly. And Hannah hadn't gotten out there yet, but she's got some potential too. So we'll use that advantage, use that to our advantage, and we'll develop some younger players, and hopefully we'll be ready to roll whenever Keely does get back.
Well, I know you're really trying to put together a challenging schedule, and it looks like your play date coming up on Saturday. I mean, Alcoa, I'm assuming if past seasons are any indicator, in recent years, Alcoa has been a really good AA program, and of course, Sevier County's always got a good program over there.
Yeah, and Alcoa's got a couple transfers that if they're eligible, I'm not sure yet, but if they're eligible, that it makes them even better, and they're big. So that's those will be tough on Saturday. That's what I just told them too. We're disappointed. We got to rebound quickly. If we learn to compete like that in practice, like we did tonight, the sky's the limit. We just got to learn to do that to each other all the time.
So Lady Admirals playing on Saturday, Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, 10 o'clock against Alcoa, and then later in the day, 4 o'clock against Sevier County. Meanwhile, the boys will play East Hamilton at 11:30 and Jefferson County at 5:30. Appreciate you coming up, Coach.
Yes, appreciate it.
And look forward to, absolutely. Looking forward to a great season ahead. We'll be back on the air for that matchup with Bearden, district opener,
all
December.
Right. That means everybody got to come out Saturday.
That's right. That's right. That's Coach Jason Mayfield. All right, so the boys ready to go, as are we, and Farragut in its road blue, or road navy, with the white numerals outlined in gray. And to jump for Farragut will be Elisha Brabson, and Admirals are going to control it. Let's see, we'll have Tyson Jackson in the starting lineup. For the Admirals is Dylan Atwell, brings it into front court. Over on the left side, that will be Ryan Neal. So Atwell, Neal, here's Neal launching a 3, in and out, and it's rebounded away by Bradley's Josh Wyckoff. Into front court, Brandon Shumbaraw. Farragut man-to-man. Let's see. Carter Mayfield in the starting lineup. No surprise there. Bradley misses on a runner. Ball's tipped out by Brabson and knocked it right to a bear at the free throw line. And Wyckoff, Josh Wyckoff, senior for the Bears, with the jumper, and Bradley leads 2-0. Farragut in front court. Tyson Jackson off on the right side to Brabson. Drives through the lane with the right hand. Puts up a tough shot in traffic. It is no good. Rebounded away by Humes. Savoy Humes. That looked like a walk as Bradley sets up a 3 from the right side. Wyckoff reset his feet. and hits a three. Wide open look on the right wing. And just like that, Bradley out to a 5-0 lead, and Coach Higgins wants to talk things over. So Elisha Brabson, Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, Tyson Jackson, and Carter Mayfield in the starting lineup for Coach John Higgins. He is assisted by Justin Wakefield, by Steve Hampton, and by Austin Glasgow. Bradley, coached by Zachary Carpenter. He's assisted by Colby Dills. And the Bears had got Josh Wyckoff in the starting lineup, as well as Trevor Carpenter. Also, let's see, number 4, Brandon Shumbera. Atwell into the lane for Farragut. Surrounded by white jerseys, kicks out to Brabson. He'll shoot from the left side. Mid-range jumper is good. Elisha Brabson gets the Admirals on the board. Savoy Humes, if I hadn't mentioned him in the starting lineup for Bradley. D. Reed wears 00, sophomore for the Bears. I think that rounds out their starting 5. Got everybody a mention. Into the lane goes Shimbera, missed at the rim. Put back no good. Farragut good inside positioning on the rebound. And over the back, fouling is Savoy Humes of Bradley. So that's the first foul of the ball game. And the Admirals trailing 5-2 will have possession of the basketball. Again, good box out by Tyson Jackson on the defensive end for the Admirals. Jackson takes a pass from Atwell, top of the key. Gives to Neal. Free throw line jumper for Neal is short. Ball ricochets around, out of bounds. Touch last by Farragut. Change that. It was a foul called. First foul on the Admirals. It goes against senior Elisha Brabson. Left corner 3 for Bradley is going to be no good. That was Shimbara on the three-point attempt, and Farragut is called for a foul, I guess, on the weak side. Box out, I don't know. Tyson Jackson with the foul, his first. Inbounding, D. Reed looks inside to Humes. Kick out into the corner, driving Shimbara. Fouled on his way to the basket. Atwell picks up his first and the team third. And Farragut's going to sub into the ball game David Beaver as Beaver replaces Tyson Jackson. Brandon Shimbara into the lane, steps through 2 defenders, misses at the rim. Ball's tipped around. Neal comes up with it ahead to Brabson. Brabson in transition, driving, fouled. Farragut gets out on the break. Wyckoff picks up the personal foul. It'll be his first and the team's second. And Brabson will shoot a couple of free throws. So Farragut trailing 5-2. Bradley jumped out to a very quick 5-0 lead. 5:29 to play here in our first quarter. Brabson then hit a mid-range jumper. Now fouled in transition. He steps to the free throw line for the first choice automotive repair and service free throw of our ball game and left it short. Second free throw, good by Brabson. So he hits 1 of 2, and it's 5-3, Bradley leading. The Bears have gotten Savoy Humes out of the game. Carter Howard checks into the lineup. Howard, number 50. Farragut, man-to-man. Bounce pass from Trevor Carpenter to Shimbara. He's going to shoot a 3. Good. Obviously, he's the shooter. And buries a tough 3. Farragut quickly back the other way. Neal on the right block. No good. Rebounded away by Bradley's Trevor Carpenter. The Bears in front court. Howard driving right side against Beaver. Shot won't go. Beaver had the rebound. It's deflected away by Howard. Out of bounds. Touch last by Bradley. Farragut's basketball. 8-3. Bears leading. Wyckoff with the first 5 points and Shimbara with a 3 just a moment ago. Meanwhile, Farragut's got 3 from Brabson. Atwell to Brabson, top of the key, right side to Ryan Neal. Atwell at the free throw line. They lob back door for Brabson, and it was well behind him. Not a well-delivered pass. Goes off his hands, out of bounds, and Farragut with the turnover. Brandon Shimbera, I'm not sure how the young man pronounces his name. Hopefully public address will be audible as Reed picks up his dribble, guarded by Carter Mayfield, top of the key, gives it off out near the timeline. Now Atwell knocks the ball away from Carpenter. Loose ball on the floor. We're going to have what? I think the ball was loose. They called Bradley got a timeout call. Apparently they ruled that Bradley had possession and could use the timeout. And so a 30-second timeout. Lady Admirals just a few minutes ago losing in their season opener against, as Coach Mayfield said, a really quality program. Bradley Central girls program year in, year out. One of the strongest teams in this part of the state, oftentimes one of the stronger teams in the state. Lady Admirals saw a double-digit second-half lead evaporate, and they fall 46-41. Farragut boys nearly midway through our opening quarter, trailing 8-3. Shimbera out high with the ball, driving on Atwell, and they'll call a hand check foul on Atwell, and that'll be his second foul. So that's 4 fouls on Farragut, and Atwell goes to the bench and into the lineup. Isaiah Smith, number 12, the senior. Inbounding for the Bears, Aiden McClary just into the ball game. McClary into Shimbera, driving against Mayfield on the right baseline, picks up his dribble, bounces it off to Howard. That's got to be a foul on Howard, who threw aside Farragut's David Beaver. I guess they say they simply lost it out of bounds. Turnover for Bradley, it's first. Farragut in front court, Ryan Neal, guarded by Aiden McClary. To Beaver, top of the key. Right side, Isaiah Smith. Now to Beaver, to Neal, left wing. Bradley, looks like there's zone. This will be Neal putting up a three, no good. Tip by Farragut, no good. Beaver hustling down low, came up with a loose ball, feeds Mayfield. Now to Brabson, three-pointer for Elisha, good. Beaver kept it alive, and Brabson with the payoff, a three-pointer. He's got all 6 of Farragut's early points. Farragut down 8-6. With the ball, left wing, Josh Wyckoff for Bradley. He scored the Bears' first 5. McClary with the ball, right side, guarded by Mayfield. To Wyckoff, top of the key, 3, short. And Howard goes and gets the rebound for Bradley. On the baseline, rips a pass into the left corner for a 3 that is good by Shimbera. Shimbera with his second 3. Farragut in front court. Neal leaves it off on the right side with Isaiah Smith. Now cross-court pass to Beaver. To Mayfield. Bradley. Man to man. Yes. Neal driving left side. Got around his man and fouled on his way to the basket. Aiden McClary picks up the foul, his first. He's the quarterback against the Admirals Friday night. Carter Howard, number 50, was the tight end. Noticed a number of football names on the Bradley basketball roster, and of course being very familiar with them, having seen them less than a week ago. As Ryan Neal with the free throw. Speaking of football, as Neal gets the free throw to go. First choice automotive repair and service free throw make for the senior. His first point of the night. He'll have a second one coming up. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Tomorrow night, state quarterfinal action from Maryville High School as the Admirals. I think we got a lane violation on Bradley. Farragut missed the free throw. Going to get another opportunity is Neal. State quarterfinal action from Maryville. Kickoff at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And our pregame show here on 105.3 WFIV at 6:15. Ryan Neal takes advantage of that second opportunity and hits the free throw. So the Admirals trailing 11-8. Shimbera, guarded by Mayfield. Top of the key to Rod Williams. Now driving the lane goes Ramirian Taylor. Bradley's gotten a couple of fresh players into the ball game in the latter stages of the opening quarter. Leading 11-8. Shimbera with the ball, guarded by Mayfield. Gives off to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Smith. And a little forearm shove. Offensive player control foul. Well, I thought that was on Taylor. Thought I understood public address to say his second. He couldn't possibly have a second foul. He just checked into the ball game. Ryan Neal with the ball for Farragut. Right corner, moves to the elbow. Finds Isaiah over on the left side for a three. No good. Rebound is tipped out and apparently knocked into the sideline down below in front of the standing Bradley student section, so I can't see a thing there. But apparently touched last by Farragut. Bears with the basketball. Into front court comes Demarius Ballard, one of the football players. Gives off to Taylor, guarded by Smith. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Rod Williams. Into the corner to McClary. That's almost a football lineup on the floor right now for Bradley. Left side Taylor for a three. No good. Rebound weak side by Farragut's Neal. Into front court to Mayfield. Mayfield launches a three. Left wing, good. Carter Mayfield with his first basket. And we are tied at 11 with 1:15 to go in our opening quarter. Ramirian Taylor guarded by Isaiah Smith. Out high to Jackson Airy. Airy actually down low now with the ball. Is going to power up a shot, no good, and then crashed into a Farragut player in pursuit of his own miss. Ari. Pronunciation. Mayfield through the lane, takes a pass from Smith, and fouled as he scoops a shot up off the window, no good. So a good look from Smith, and a nice cut without the ball by Carter Mayfield. And Ari apparently picks up a second quick foul, and it sends Mayfield to the line for two. First free throw is up and good by the Farragut senior. Talk about the experience for the Lady Admirals. The Farragut boys also much more veteran team than they've been in some time. Second free throw, no good. Kept alive, though, by the Admirals on a rebound. As doing a nice job was Preston Fuller with that rebound. Fuller just into the game, number 20, junior. This is Neal down the left side of the lane. No good on the runner. Rebounded away by McClary. McClary leads the break back the other way for Bradley to Ramirian Taylor. Pumps up a three. No good. And Bradley comes crashing over the back of Isaiah Smith. Picking up the foul will be Wyckoff. That should be his second. No, they say it's his third. Wow. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, second. And already that's 7 against Bradley. The 2 fouls are enough to send Wyckoff to the bench. He'll be replaced in the lineup by Savoy Humes. Isaiah Smith shooting a 1-and-1 free throw. First choice automotive repair and service free throw. No good. Rebounded away by the Bears. 25 seconds to play. In our opening quarter, the Admirals have rebounded nicely from a slow start to lead 12-11. Bradley holding for a final shot with 17 seconds to play. Humes with the ball, out high. Gives off to Ballard. Ballard drives right, gives to Taylor. Taylor, one dribble, picks it up, cross-court pass to McClary. Down to 7 seconds to play. Neal on McClary, drives to the baseline, walked a mile, no call. Ball's loose, it's going to be picked up by the Bears. Here's Humes, unable to get a shot off as the horn sounds. Good defense. Good defense by the Admirals on the final possession. And again, Bradley led 5-0 before really anybody had a chance to sort of get comfortable. But Farragut comes back, and the Admirals lead 12-11 with 1 quarter in the books in this, the season opener for both teams. Let's get a 1-minute break. We'll return with second quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
Here at the Mike Dyer Agency, we know insurance coverage options can be overwhelming. That's why we partner with Nationwide to help you find the best protection for you and your family's needs. Give us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Bears look inside on the first possession of the second quarter. Howard with a little baby hook in close scores the wide body. Again, tight end for the Bears football team. Hits the shot inside. Farragut at the other end with its first possession of the second quarter. A three is missed by Preston Fuller, but deflected out of bounds and will stay with the Admirals as Ryan Neal inbounds from the baseline left. In it comes to Isaiah Smith, guarded by Ramirian Taylor. Smith fouled as Taylor just sort of recklessly aggressive. I think it's his second foul, team 8th. But not a good foul for the Bears, that's for certain. Isaiah Smith to shoot the first choice automotive repair and service free throw. That is good. So he's got himself a bonus toss as a result of the make. D. Reed back into the ballgame replacing Taylor as Smith with the second toss. Good. Isaiah hits both ends of a 1-and-1. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Into front court for the Bears. Demarius Ballard, guarded by Carter Mayfield. Dribbles left, hands off to McClary, going back right. Shovels it inside to Howard. Howard double team, ball knocked away from behind by Neal, picked up by Smith. Farragut with a steal. Smith in front court to Neal in the paint with the left hand. A floater, no. Tip by Brabson, no. Third try, yes. Neal with the tip. And so the Admirals score as Bradley with the turnover. And Farragut gets out in transition. Multiple cracks, knocking it back up off the window and getting it to go as Ryan Neal now with 4 points. Howard takes the pass, and Farragut from behind. Called for the foul, Preston Fuller. His first, I do believe, and the team 5th. So D. Reed to inbound from underneath his own basket for the Bears. In it comes to Shumbera, misses a jumper on the baseline. It's kept alive, however, by Humes, and Bradley's going to reset the half-court offense. Shumbera working off Howard's screen, picks up his dribble, goes inside to Howard. Howard drops it off underneath, and nice internal pass to Humes, working underneath the basket. He lays it up and in. Howard with the assist. And 16-15, Farragut by 1. Smith, left side Brabson. Howard on him defensively. Brabson could take him off the dribble. This will be Neal pulling up from the left elbow. No good on the jumper, rebounded away by Humes. Shumbera in front court for Bradley. Out high to Howard. Left side Reed spinning with the shot on the left side of the paint. No good. Had his own miss. He's on the floor. Ball is as well. Neal knocks it away as Farragut comes away with it. Preston Fuller takes the pass from Neal now to Brabson in front court to Mayfield. Mayfield thought about a three. Instead to the trailer Neal. He'll shoot the three and buries it from the top of the key. Ryan Neal with his first three-pointer. And Farragut's third. Mayfield has one, Brabson with a three, and now Ryan Neal with a three as well as the Admirals lead 19-15. Howard, spin move down the left side of the paint for the big man, no good. And the Admirals can't collect it on the weak side. Put back by Reed, no good. Reed misses on a follow, hits the deck, ball loose, picked up by Brabson. Farragut back the other way. Ahead on the right wing to Neal, his three-pointer, good. Change that, it was a 2 for Neal. We're shielded again by the standing student section of Bradley, but Neal knocks down his second consecutive basket, this one from the right wing, and timeout used as Farragut leads 21-15 here at Bradley Central with 5:08 to play in our first half. As Farragut trailed early 5-0, but battled back to take a 1-point lead at the end of the first, 12-11. And a 9-4 advantage for the Admirals in the first 2 minutes, 52 seconds of quarter number 2. Again, Farragut back in action on Saturday. A play date, girls with 2 games, boys with 2 games. It all gets started at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium at 10 a.m. as the Lady Admirals take on Alcoa. Boys action follows at 11:30 as Farragut squares off with East Hamilton. Come back in the afternoon with a girls matchup against Sevier County, another group of Bearettes. And then the boys close things out with a 5:30 tip against Jefferson County. Then there will be the Admiral Thanksgiving Tournament at Farragut, and we're back with our next 105.3 Farragut High School basketball broadcast as Farragut opens district play on December 3rd, Friday, December 3rd, against Bearden, at Bearden. Three-pointer missed by Bradley coming out of the timeout. The Admirals in front court. Atwell back in the game with 2 fouls, nearly threw it away. Good save by Smith. Now to Atwell, down the lane with the right hand. Missed off the back of the rim. Bradley with the rebound. Shimbera takes the tip, brings it in front court, driving on Mayfield. Back out to McClary, right side. McClary attacks the rim, but missed in close. Rebounded away by Atwell. Outlet to Smith. Smith driving in front court, lays it up and in. Farragut gets out in transition as Isaiah Smith with the field goal. Completely spun D. Reed around, who lost his footing. Reed gives in the corner to Pierce Ballinger, saying his first action in this first half for Bradley. Ballinger gives it off to Shimbera. Shimbera guarded by Smith, into the lane, stumbling into the left corner. That'll be Reed trying a 3. No good. Rebounded away by Smith. Farragut spinning in front court as Smith has the dribble knocked away, grabs it back. Smith open, 3-pointer, right side, in and out. Brabson crashing the glass, knocked it out of bounds. Great effort by Brabson, flying in out of nowhere to contest the rebound, but could not secure it. Brabson out of the ball game, and Tyson Jackson into the lineup. So Coach Higgins has got Carter Mayfield, Dylan Atwell, Isaiah Smith, David Beaver, and Tyson Jackson. Bradley, Carpenter, driving right side of the paint. Shot won't go. Big man Howard with a putback. No. Too deep under the basket. Farragut comes away with it. Smith leading the break in front court all the way to the bucket with the right hand. No good. Rebound by the Admirals, but the shot by Jackson is blocked from behind by Howard. Here's Bradley back the other way. Jarius Rogers pulls up left side, looks inside, and the ball thrown away. Farragut comes up with a steal. Mayfield back the other way to Atwell. It'll glance off his hands, and Bradley takes it right back. So fast and furious, the action, but nobody getting anything much going, just an array of turnovers. And so 23-18 as the pace now slows. Farragut leading by 8, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Ballinger off to Shimbera. Left side, he's guarded by Carter Mayfield. Atwell guarding Carpenter, who has the ball. Shimbera takes a pass on the left wing, guarded there by Mayfield. Inside to Howard, got away from the defense, but missed at the rim. Here's a putback, and Beaver blocked the putback. Bradley grabs it, however, gives out on the perimeter to Shimbera. He'll move into the paint with a right-handed floater. Good. Shimbera now has 8. Farragut quickly back the other way as Smith finds Beaver. His 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded away by Rogers. Long outlet pass comes in front court for Bradley to Carpenter. He'll launch a 3 and hits from the left wing. Trevor Carpenter with the 3. Farragut quickly back the other way in front court, leading 23-20. 3-pointer top of the key, no good. Admirals don't have anybody under there to rebound as the 3 was missed by Jackson. Into front court, Shimbera picked up by Mayfield. Shimbera driving right side. Tough shot, well defended by Mayfield, and missed it. Jackson with the rebound. Defensive board for the Admirals. Gives to Atwell. Atwell in front court for Farragut. Pulls up, left elbow, gives to Mayfield. Immediately back to Atwell on the wing. Out high to Farragut's Jackson. Swings it right side into the corner to Beaver. Now to Mayfield on the wing. Guarded by Shimbera. Off to Smith. Left side to Jackson. He'll try a 3. Short, long rebound, though, to Smith. Smith bounces it to Atwell. Head fakes a 3. Gives back to Smith. Quick 3 left side. Good. Catch and shoot motion by Isaiah Smith. And he buries the 3 from the left wing as the Admirals getting multiple cracks on that possession, and they capitalize to lead 26-20 with 75 seconds remaining in the first half. Timeout on the floor. And the teams are taking a seat on the bench. So that means we've got a full timeout. We'll get a commercial break and return with more. Again, 1:15 to play in our second quarter here at Bradley Central High School. And it's the Admirals leading the Bears 26-20 as you listen to Farragut basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Back at Bradley Central High School on this opening night of high school basketball season. Lady Admirals saw a double-digit second-half lead evaporate as they fell in the earlier game to a very good Bradley program, 46-41. Admirals leading with 1:04 to play in the first half, and McClary fouled on a drive to the basket. Is going to have a couple of free throws upcoming for Bradley Central. Tyson Jackson with the foul, I believe. They said it's his third. I only had him with 2. Team foul number 6. McClary hits the first choice automotive repair and service free throw and hits the second one as well. So Aiden McClary, Bradley senior, cans a couple of free throws. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Farragut with a drive to the basket. Atwell can't hit. Grabs his own miss, though, or at least it came back to him on a deflection, and Atwell scores in close, his first bucket of the ball game. Got in some early foul difficulties. 2 quick fouls, went to the bench, but has his first basket of the ball game now, and Farragut leads 28-22. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Trevor Carpenter driving right side, wide open, down low on the left. Pierce Ballinger takes the pass, lays it up and in. Uncontested layup for Ballinger. And it's a 4-point game. Let's see if Farragut holds for one. 25 seconds to play. Atwell, left side, head fakes a 3, moves into the paint, gives on the right wing. That'll be Neal trying a 3, buries it. Ryan Neal with a 3-pointer. He's got 12 to lead the Admirals in scoring. Farragut up by 7. 11 seconds to play in the first half. Shambera across the timeline, guarded by the Admirals' Ryan Neal. McClary ready to set a screen. Shambera works off of it. Pick and roll action. McClary into the paint. Off balance shot. Good ahead of the buzzer. Tough shot by Aiden McClary at the horn. And so McClary scores the final 4 for the Bradley Bears. A couple of free throws. And then hanging in the lane off balance just ahead of the buzzer, ending the first half. His first field goal of the half. And Farragut will go to the locker room leading 31-26 as Bradley led early 5-0. Farragut comes back to lead after 12-11, and the Admirals outscoring Bradley in the second quarter 19-15. Again, 31-26 your halftime score here at Bradley Central High School. We'll get a 2-minute break and return on the other side to take a look at the numbers from the first half. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
You haven't really had wings until you experience Craven Wings, East Tennessee's best wings, fresh, never frozen. No antibiotics, steroids, or hormones, and always gluten-free, which means a taste that will keep you craving more. Their sauces are made in-house, including University of Tennessee's tight end Jacob Warren's Personal Sauce 87. Watch the game on 26 flat screen TVs or sit outdoors on their spacious patio. Check out daily specials like their Wednesday Wing Ding or their Monday Burger Bash. Craven Wings is located at 12350 South North Shore Drive in Knoxville. Hot and crispy and cooked fresh to order. We'll see you there, y'all.
Order online at www.cravenwings.com.
You've got dirt, grime, and french fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Farragut is open for business, and Shop Farragut invites you to spend the afternoon exploring all that Farragut has to offer. From fine dining to fast casual clothing and accessories, gift shops, boutiques, health clubs, bakeries, insurance, the list goes on and on. One point, there's a lot you can do when you shop Farragut. So shop Farragut every day. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with special offers, discounts, and events. And visit shopfarragut.com for your chance to win hundreds of dollars in gift cards with the Shop Farragut Town Sampler.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
Halftime of our boys contest on this season opening night of the basketball season. From Bradley Central High School, the Admirals lead the homestanding Bears 31-26. Farragut up 12-11 at the end of the first quarter, and with a 19-15 second quarter advantage to lead by 5 at intermission, again 31-26. I had the Admirals with 3 first half turnovers and Bradley with 4. Looking at the individual scoring for the Bears, Brandon Shambera with 8 points, including 2 threes. Aiden McClary scores the final 4 points of the half for the Bears. He was 2 of 2 from the foul line and hanging in the air, hit an off-balance shot in the paint to finish out the first half. So McClary had 4 points. Trevor Carpenter with 3 points on a second quarter three-pointer. Josh Wyckoff scored the first 5 for the Bears. Did not score thereafter. Wyckoff with 2-point basket to get things started and followed that up with a 3. Pierce Ballinger with 2 points. Savoy Humes also with 2 points. And Carter Howard with 2 points for Bradley. So 7 players in the scoring column for the Bears. And they were 2 of 2 from the foul line. McClary hitting those free throws and 4 3-pointers. Shambera with 2 of the threes. Carpenter and Wyckoff 1 apiece. For the Admirals, Elisha Brabson with 6 points. All of Elisha's scoring coming in the opening quarter. 1 of 2 from the foul line. 1 3-pointer. Dylan Atwell with 2 points, saddled with some early foul difficulties. He picked up 2 fouls very early in this ball game. Ryan Neal, Farragut's leading scorer, as Neal hit 2 of 3 free throws, a pair of threes, and he has 12 points at the break. Isaiah Smith, 2 of 3 from the foul line. 1 3-pointer. Smith with 7 points. And Carter Mayfield, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. Mayfield with 4 first half points. So Farragut gets 2 threes from Neal, 1 apiece from Isaiah Smith, Carter Mayfield, and Elisha Brabson. So 5 total 3-pointers for the Admirals in the first half, and they were 6 of 10 from the foul line. They lead it 31-26. Let's get another break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered.
Do at least 2
Every Pilot has a
here.
sanitation station.
Standing by.
You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
Farragut is open for business, and Shop Farragut invites you to spend the afternoon exploring all that Farragut has to offer. From fine dining to fast casual clothing and accessories, gift shops, boutiques, health clubs, bakeries, insurance, the list goes on and on. One point, there's a lot you can do when you shop Farragut. So shop Farragut every day. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with special offers, discounts, and events. And visit shopfarragut.com for your chance to win hundreds of dollars in gift cards with the Shop Farragut Town Sampler.
We got the big box of mom and pops, so many groovy restaurants. Shop Farragut.
If hot, fresh, local pizza is what you're hungry for, then look no further than the Pizza Kitchen. Since 1998, voted best pizza in Farragut. Enjoy made-from-scratch pizzas, salads, craft beer, and desserts for dinner, takeout, delivery, catering, and good times, all in one family-friendly environment that is fresh, familiar, and will have you coming back again and again. We even have a kids menu, along with pastas and sandwiches. The Pizza Kitchen is open Monday through Thursday, 3 to 8 p.m., Friday, Saturday, 3 to 9 p.m. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike in Knoxville. Phone 865-577-9191. Phone 865-577-9191.
Mention this ad for a free cheesy bread, one per customer per visit before the Friday night Farragut football game.
Looking for a fast quote? How about the right quote? We here at the Mike Dyer Agency can deliver both to help you with your insurance needs. Call us today at 865-966-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at MikeDyerInsuranceAgency.com.
After
and
this
remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenore City.
(31-26), Farragut leads at Bradley Central at intermission as the teams emerge from the locker rooms. A little under 2 minutes before we tip off or get the third quarter started here at Bradley Central. Season opening night, Lady Admirals saw one slip away in their season opener. 10-point lead for the Lady Admirals in the second half, but Bradley comes back and wins 46-41. Admirals' biggest lead in our boys contest, 9. They trailed by 5 early. Currently leading by 5, 31-26. And looking at some of the numbers, again, courtesy of the official scorekeeper here at Bradley Central. Runs us up a copy of the stats. Appreciate that. But they're showing Farragut with 19 rebounds and Bradley with 20, so very even in that category, which is good for the Admirals because Farragut's guard heavy, got a good amount of experience, but they're not very big. And so rebounding is going to be a challenge, I would expect, most of the season, but only being out-rebounded by 1 by a considerably larger Bradley team in the first half. Both teams with 7 offensive rebounds, Bradley with 13 defensive boards to Farragut's 12. And we don't necessarily agree on the turnovers. That was the case in the girls' game as well, but I had Farragut with 2 turnovers and Bradley with 4. They've got Farragut with 2 and Bradley with 5. But Ryan Neal, the leading scorer for the Admirals with 12, and Bradley being led by Brandon Shambera, who has 8. You look at the foul situation, Tyson Jackson with 3 for Farragut. Dylan Atwell has 2. And for Bradley, 3 different players with 2 fouls apiece. Josh Wyckoff, Ramirian Taylor, Jackson Ari. So Farragut's going to have Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, Elisha Brabson, Tyson Jackson, and I would assume Carter Mayfield, although I'm screened. I can't find the 5th Admiral on the floor. Yeah, Carter's down in the left corner now. See that? So same 5 that they began the game. They began the second half. Customarily, that's what Coach Higgins will do unless somebody's really saddled with some serious foul difficulties. And so the Admirals with the first possession, leading 31-26. Ryan Neal working off Brabson's screen, gives right side to Atwell. 3-pointer for Dylan. Good look, no good. Brabson trying to crash the glass, but Bradley comes away with it. It was Savoy Humes with the rebound for the Bears. So Bradley with its first possession of the second half as Shambera drifts right, guarded by Mayfield. Works to the baseline, and they call a hand check foul on Carter. That'll be his first. Inbounding D. Reed for Bradley. So different starting five for the Bears because Reed did not start. Ball's knocked away from Bradley as they looped it into rear court off the baseline, and Atwell contesting that pass knocked it away from Trevor Carpenter out of bounds. Carpenter, Shumbera, Savoy Humes, D. Reed, and Josh Wyckoff for Bradley head coach Zachary Carpenter. Reed off on the left side to Carpenter. Carpenter gives it up to Shumbera. He's going to shoot a long three. Good. Shumbera sizes up the three and knocks it down well beyond the three-point arc. He's got 11. That's his third three of the night. Farragut in front court. Neal got away from the defender, absolutely left him behind, missed the shot, missed on a putback as well. Ball tipped out. Atwell's got it. Gives to Mayfield. Head fakes a three, drives the baseline. Floater, no. Brabson follow, no. Brabson with another rebound, and he's going to be, well, tied up. And so the Admirals getting multiple cracks but unable to convert. Good job by Brabson working the glass. Great effort, but Farragut can't get the payoff, at least not that time. Here's a steal nearly. The ball was knocked away from Humes and knocked out of bounds into the Bradley bench across the way. Inbounding for Bradley, D. Reed. Now Shumbera with it. Over on the left hash, out top, guarded by Mayfield. To Humes, top of the key, guarded by Atwell. Right side, Reed, guarded by Neal. Drives to the baseline, cross-court pass goes over on the left side to Carpenter. Launches a three, hits it. Trevor Carpenter with his second three of the ball game. And Bradley leads 32-31. So a quick start to begin the ball game for Bradley and a quick start to begin the second half. 6-0 run, couple of threes, and a 5-point deficit. Now a 1-point lead for the Bears. Farragut flirting with a turnover, managed to hold on to it. Out high with it, Tyson Jackson gives to Brabson at the free throw line. Back to Neal, into the lane. Got away from Shumbera, created a little separation, pulls up and hits. Ryan Neal, he's got a nice mid-range jumper. You oftentimes hear it that these days that's a lost art, but Ryan Neal, really nice mid-range jumper for the Admirals. Carpenter working against Atwell. Into the lane, loops it to Shumbera right side. Outstanding range by that young man. Showed it a moment ago, knocking down a three, probably 6 feet behind the three-point arc. Bounces it off to Humes. Humes to Carpenter. Carpenter shovels off to Reed, left side, moves to the free throw line, steps under the defender. Count it, and an and one situation. Tyson Jackson picks up the foul, and so a nice play by Reed, stepping under a Farragut defender and hitting the shot, and then I didn't see the contact, but he's going to have a chance at a three-point play. First choice automotive repair and service first free throw. Our first down sponsor. I'm surprised I haven't messed that up more times. And he hits it. Converts the three-point play. Now Farragut misses in the paint. That was Neal the shot. Reed with the rebound. It's 35-33. Bradley by 2 with 4:48 to play in the third quarter. Shumbera, cross-court pass, right side Carpenter. Quick three, catch and shoot. No good. Rebounded away by Neal. Able to get it to Beaver. Beaver ahead in front court to Mayfield. Mayfield pulls up right side of the paint, out top to Brabson, drives the lane, gives in the corner. Shot up from the corner is going to be no good by Atwell. And Bradley with the rebound, and Farragut's going to be guilty of a foul. Brabson with the push. It'll be his second foul. (35-33). Bradley with the ball and a 2-point lead. Shumbera working off a screen. Mayfield stays with him. Shumbera stumbling, throws it away. Atwell with the steal, driving for an uncontested layup. Good. Atwell with his second basket of the ball game, and Farragut capitalizes on sort of a gift-wrapped turnover by the Bears, largely unforced, I would say. 35-35. Farragut ties the game as we hit the midpoint of the third quarter. Back to the basket. Wyckoff with the ball. Gives off to Shumbera. Uses Wyckoff's screen. Floater down the right side of the paint. Good by Shumbera. Shumbera's got 13. 5 in the quarter. Farragut quickly back the other way. Mayfield into the paint. Out to Brabson. Three-pointer. No good. Too long. Rebounded Shumbera. 2-on-1 break for the Bears. Shumbera off on the right side to Carpenter for a three, and his shot rejected out of bounds. Farragut recovers defensively. Atwell makes the play. Bradley retains possession. They'll have the ball in the corner as the Bears are going to shuttle some players in. Aiden McClary and Carter Howard into the ball game for Coach Carpenter. Looks like Jackson Ari also into the ball game. Bounce pass comes in to Shumbera, guarded by Mayfield. Howard screening for him. Shumbera driving right side against three Admirals, and they call a charge. Beaver, I assume, took the charge. Nicely done by David Beaver, and Shumbera with, I believe, his first foul. And the first foul of the second half against the Bears. So Farragut in front court. Atwell to Brabson. Now to Mayfield right in front of the Farragut bench. Guarded there by Carpenter. Neal, top of the key, puts up a three. No good. Rebounded away by Shumbera. Ahead in front court to Carpenter. Carpenter driving into the paint for Bradley. Bounces it to McClary on the left wing. Gives it back to Carpenter. From behind, the ball's poked away by Neal. Ahead to Atwell. Atwell driving for the layup. Good. So Neal creates the turnover with the poke. And the loose ball knocked right to Atwell, who scores in transition. And Farragut ties the game at 37. 2:40 to play in the third. Farragut scoring off a couple of turnovers by the Bears here in the third quarter. Otherwise, not doing a whole lot out of their offensive sets. Shumbera working off a screen by Howard. Pick and roll action. Big man double team. Beaver takes it away. Beaver with the steal, bringing it back the other way. Gives to Brabson. Brabson straight to the rim and dunks it. So another turnover and another basket for the Admirals. As Beaver came up with a turnover by Howard, basically handed it to Brabson, who finished the deal with a dunk. 39-37, Farragut leads. McClary picks up his dribble, needs some help. Looked like he picked up his pivot foot, gives it off to Carpenter. Left side's going to launch a long three. It is short, rebounded away by Brabson. Nice job, Beaver, keeping Ari away from the glass in order for Brabson to come up with that board. Now to Mayfield, left wing, cross-court pass, Beaver. Right side three, too strong. Atwell, good rebound off the deck, but then lost the basketball, and Bradley's going to pick it up. The Bears back the other way with a 1:37 to play in the third. Atwell's hobbled. Here's a three by Shumbera, good. Long three is good by Brandon Shumbera. He's got 16, and Bradley back in front by 1, 40-39, 1:23 to play in the third quarter. Isaiah Smith waiting to check into the ball game at the scorer's table. Again, Atwell a little bit hobbled. Moving better as Mayfield now will try a three, and it's short. Carries out of bounds. So Atwell's going to check out of the ball game. Atwell out, Isaiah Smith in. So Brabson, Isaiah Smith, Elisha Brabson, Ryan Neal, David Beaver, and Carter Mayfield. 55 seconds to play in the third, and Bradley leading 40-39 as the Bears, Shumbera with the ball, guarded by Mayfield. That's got to be a 5-second count. And indeed, finally, the 5-second count on the Bears. Shumbera out of the ball game. I think Demarius Ballard maybe checked in for Bradley. Hard to see the number from here. The full number, yes, it's 20. So Farragut's Ryan Neal with the basketball, guarded by Aiden McClary. Crossover, moves to the top of the key, gives off to Carter Mayfield right side. Ballard is on him defensively. Now to Smith. Bradley goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Left side, Brabson. Three-pointer for Elisha. No good. Smith, the rebound, put back, blocked. Nicely blocked by Carpenter. Here to the Bears on an outlet. It's McClary driving and scoring at the other end. 5 seconds to play. Neal back the other way. Pull up three. Top of the key. Bang! Ryan Neal knocks down the three just as the gym came to life at the end of the third quarter. McClary, they thought maybe working his end of the quarter magic as he did at the end of the second quarter, but Farragut had time for an answer. And Ryan Neal at the other end buries a three and sends the game to the fourth quarter. Knotted up 42-42. Let's get a 1-minute break. We'll return with fourth quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
You've got dirt, grime, and French fries from last season tucked under your front seat. From the rush of work and play, you've even collected enough dog hair in your vehicle to make a winter coat. Truth be told, your car's a mess, but the memories created will last a lifetime. Pure Magic Car Wash helps you bring back the magic in your vehicle and in your life. Stop by any of our area locations today or check us out at PureMagicCarWash.com. Pure Magic Car Wash. Life happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
During November at Rocky Top Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. No money down, no payments till 2022, and the no-cost lifetime warranty. It's the Black Friday sales event with savings all month long at Rocky Top. New 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with third row is in stock. New 2021 Ram trucks available for immediate delivery. It's the Black Friday sales event all month long at Rocky Top. Rocky Top Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. I-40 exit 407 or online at RockyTopChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Farragut with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Brabson takes a pass from Atwell inside and pivots to the basket, almost 6 steps, and is fouled on his way up for a shot. Wyckoff picks up the foul, his third, I believe. And Elishan Brabson to shoot some First Choice Automotive free throws as a result. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. That's 1ST. firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. First free throw for Brabson. Up and good. He's 2 of 3 from the line tonight. He has 9 points. And so he looks to become the second Admiral to reach double figures and does so, hitting both free throws on that trip. Brabson with 10. Ryan Neal, Farragut's leading scorer, with 17, as the Admirals, with the first points of the fourth quarter, lead 44-42 over the homestanding Bradley Bears. Season opener for both teams. Aiden McClary works off a screen out top down the right side of the lane against Beaver, fouled from behind. Blocked the shot, did Beaver, but kind of came over the back a bit to do so. And so it'll be the first foul, I believe, of the night on senior David Beaver. So, free throw for McClary, no good, right? Second one good. Looked away for a moment. He'd already taken the shot, but that's indeed the case. Hit 1 of 2, First Choice Automotive Repair and Service free throws. Here's Atwell through the lane. Tough shot against his body. Couldn't get it to go. Bradley with the rebound. Bears, McClary gives off right side to Ballard for a three, no good. Isaiah Smith with the rebound for the Admirals. Smith to Atwell, Atwell in front court, right side to Ryan Neal. Back to Atwell out top, guarded by Ballard to Beaver, into the left corner, that's Brabson. Brabson to Smith. Farragut just working the ball around the perimeter as Atwell, top of the key, is going to shoot the three over Ballard, off the back of the rim, no good. Ballard, the rebound, long rebound, carried out beyond the three-point line. And so Bradley trailing 44-43 with 6:39 to play. They've got Aiden McClary trying to hand the ball to Reed. He can't shake free of Neal. Now McClary gives it off to Carpenter. Carpenter guarded by Farragut's Isaiah Smith. Carpenter, a little crossover, moves into the paint, drops it off underneath to Ballard, missed the layup. Put back, good. Wyckoff stays with it and scores on a stick back. He's got 7. Farragut in front court. Ryan Neal with the basketball as the Admirals trail by 1, 45-44. Gives to Smith, in turn to Beaver, right side. Beaver out high to Brabson. Guarded by McClary. He and Neal will exchange places on the floor as Brabson slides right. Beaver into the lane, takes a pass. Kick out to Smith for a three, in and out. Brabson battling for the rebound, can't get it. And now Farragut with a steal, though. Atwell to Beaver. Down low to Brabson. Brabson, no. And the Bears are going to come up with the basketball. Farragut got an extra opportunity as the Bears barely had possession before they gave it back to the Admirals on Farragut's end. The Admirals can't capitalize, so Bradley continues to lead 45-44 with 5:28 to play. Ballard for the Bears, pass stolen away. Atwell anticipates that pass, but then missed the breakaway layup. And now here come the Bears back the other way. Pass left side was deflected and will stay with Bradley. Atwell got the steal, great defensive anticipation, but then blew the finish at the other end. Coach Higgins going to use a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout being used by the Admirals. Again, Coach Higgins is assisted by Justin Wakefield, Steve Hampton, and Austin Glasgow. Bradley's got a couple of assistants on the bench that I can't account for. TSSAA site just says Zachary Carpenter. You go to the school's website, and they've got Colby Dills. The roster I was given didn't have coaches on it. But I appreciate Coach Carpenter getting back with me with a roster, and Coach Dills getting me some football information last Friday night. He's one of the assistant football coaches as well. Bradley, did they just throw it away on the inbound? Looked like it to me. Bradley saying, oh, it was deflected. I don't know. Officials are going to confer, and they'll say no deflection. Bradley just with an errant pass or miscommunication, something, but a turnover. Admirals with a significant advantage where turnovers are concerned tonight. I've got Bradley with 11 and Farragut with just 2. But the Admirals trail by 1. Well, there was a turnover. And so spoke too soon. Here are the Bears in front court with it is Reed. Back to the trailer. Shumbera, three-pointer. Missed this one. Too strong off the back of the rim. Neal with a rebound ahead to Atwell. Atwell moves around Shumbera into front court. All the way to the basket. No. Tip by Beaver. No. And Bradley comes away with it. The Admirals again unable to finish at the rim. And Farragut fouls as Bradley heads back the other way. Atwell hobbles to the bench. Carter Mayfield checks into the game. I didn't catch who the foul was on. Maybe Smith, I think. Reed with the ball for the Bears. Moves left, gives off to Shumbera. Working against Mayfield into the paint. Right side McClary, three-pointer, offline. Tipped, and Farragut comes away with it. Beaver grabs the tip, gives to Ryan Neal. Neal in front court. Good Lord, that's a I was about to say, where is the whistle? Ramirian Taylor trying to pull the shorts off Ryan Neal, who had driven around him. Right. So Taylor picks up his third foul. 45-44. Bradley by 1. 4:16 to play in this ballgame. Smith, three-pointer, right side, no good. Bradley comes away with it. Reed ahead to McClary. McClary looked like he carried the basketball. No call. Back it comes to Shumbera. Can't get a three off against Ryan Neal. Now drives, well, started to go head into the lane, was headed off at the pass by Mayfield, so he circles back out on the right side. Halfway through our fourth quarter, and the Bears leading 45-41. McClary into the paint. Gives right side to Taylor. Returns the ball to McClary for a three that is no good. Bradley with a rebound, though. Josh Wyckoff keeps it alive. And Coach Carpenter's going to use a timeout. Bradley opting for a 30-second timeout. 3:39 to play. And the Bears leading 45-44. Farragut trailed by 5 at the outset. Came back to lead by 1 after 1. Admirals led by as many as 9 in the second quarter. Led by 5 at halftime, 31-26. 42-42 at the end of the third quarter as Bradley led much of the third. Bears got off to a good start both halves, but Farragut with a Ryan Neal three-pointer to finish the third tied the game at 42. And we now stand at 45-44, advantage Bears. Bradley with the basketball coming out of the timeout with 3:39 to play. Farragut with David Beaver, Ryan Neal, Isaiah Smith, Elisha Brabson, and Carter Mayfield. Reed for Bradley. Trying to get the ball to Carter Howard. And what do we have? Ryan Neal called for a foul. Down below us where we're completely screened. Beaver's going to check out of the game. Atwell comes back in. Bradley with the ball, side front court. In it comes to Shimbera. Farragut with two defenders there momentarily on Shimbera before he circles back near the timeline. Now feeds Ramirian Taylor. He'll put up a contested shot right side, in and out. Rebounded away by Atwell. Atwell leads the break back the other way. Gives to Mayfield on the right wing. Mayfield to Brabson. Brabson to Atwell. Three-pointer left side. Too strong. And Neal trying to knock the ball away from McClary is going to be called for a foul. Second foul on Neal. Fifth foul on the Admirals. Both teams with 5 fouls. So Bradley continues to lead 45-44. What are we doing? Is the scoreboard? Okay, the scoreboard was wrong. That was 7th foul. So McClary will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. First choice automotive repair and service first down is no good. Brabson with the rebound, and then Howard clobbered him from behind and picked up the foul. So McClary misses the free throw, and the Admirals with the rebound. First choice automotive repair and service free throw missed. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Admirals trailing by 1. Atwell to Mayfield on the right wing, to Smith, out top to Neal. Guarded by Reed, down the left side of the lane, puts a shot up against 2 defenders, draws contact, and will have a couple of free throws. As a result, they'll assess the foul to D. Reed. I think it's his first. Ryan Neal to shoot the first choice automotive repair and service free throws. A pair of them coming for the Farragut senior, who's 2 of 3 from the line tonight, and the first one is short. So the Admirals continue to trail by 1 with 2:36 to play. Out of the ball game, Ramirian Taylor for Bradley. I believe re-entering the lineup was Trevor Carpenter. Neal's second toss is good. Hits 1 of 2. He's got 18, and we're knotted at 45. 2:35 to play as the Admirals. There's Atwell. Another great anticipation. This time he'll finish at the other end. Atwell jumps the passing lane, gets the turnover, gets the steal, and scores at the other end. He's got 8. And I tell you, Farragut has stayed in this ballgame in the second half, scoring off turnovers. Three-pointer launched by Shimbera, short. Rebounded by Atwell, and from behind, Reed is going to be called for a reach-in foul. That will be apparently foul number, is it right on the scoreboard? 6. Looks like Farragut's going to be inbounding. Yes, side rear court near the timeline. Bradley going to sub Howard out of the ball game. Back in Josh Wyckoff. So Elisha Brabson loops it into rear court to Dylan Atwell. Atwell will be guarded man-to-man by Josh Wyckoff. Gives off to Brabson, who's guarded by McClary. Right side Smith, quick 3, in and out. Brabson, the putback, good. Brabson, seen it a couple of times tonight, flying in for that rebound, and he puts it back up, kisses it off the glass, all in one motion. Here's McClary trying to answer at the other end. Contact on a drive, and foul coming as Carter Mayfield is assessed the foul. Brabson with a big basket. He's got 12. It gives Farragut a 4-point lead, 49-45 for the time being. But Shimbera will shoot the free throw here Bonus situation, First Choice Automotive Repair and Service. Free throw is missed, and the Admirals with the rebound. So they lead by 4 with 96 seconds to play. Atwell gets away from McCleary, loops back though, shovels it off to Neal, and Coach Higgins is going to use a full timeout. 1:28 to play here at Bradley Central, and the Admirals on a bit of a run. Defense sparking it as Farragut leads 49-45 with timeout on the floor. Let's get a commercial break. Single spot. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hello, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. After 22 years, we are both proud and humbled by how this community has embraced us. We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals football games, and we are humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years.
How are we on
We remain committed to offering the highest quality cookies, pastries, pies, and breads.
Okay.
And our cake decorator will make your special occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
Admirals trying to win their season opener at Bradley Central this evening, lead by 4 with 1:28 to play. 49-45 our score, and Farragut in possession of the ball. Elisha Brapson, Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, Isaiah Smith, and Carter Mayfield, the 5 on the floor for Coach Higgins. Working against Shumbera, Atwell across the timeline gives to Neal. He's guarded by Reed. Near the timeline, off to Atwell. Shumbera reaching, looked like a foul, no call. To Brapson, right side. Farragut playing a little keep away. Atwell, how is that not a foul, finally? Carpenter wrapped around Atwell like an octopus. Picks up the personal. And so, First Choice Automotive Repair and Service, 1-and-1 situation for Dylan Atwell. Bonus toss coming as the senior knocks it down. First free throw attempt of the night for Dylan, and he earns himself a bonus toss. Check out firstchoiceautomotiverepair.com. Atwell trying to become the third Admiral in double figures, does so. Farragut leads by 6, 1:06 to play, 51-45. Driving into the lane goes Shumbera, contact with Mayfield, and they'll call Carter for, I believe, his third foul. And that's going to send Shumbera to the line for 1-and-1. He's 0 of 1 from the line tonight, having missed a front end a moment ago. 16 points, though. He's Bradley's leading scorer, and he knocks down the free throw, earns himself a bonus toss. So 51-46, Farragut by 5. Second free throw, bonus toss, good as well. Hits both ends of the 1-and-1. First Choice Automotive Repair and Service free throw makes for senior Brandon Shumbera of Bradley. Farragut in front court. Smith open, down low, takes a pass from Brapson, scores. Bradley extending, trying to get the steal or the foul, and Smith comes open underneath, and Brapson with the assist. Smith's got 9. Farragut leads by 6, driving right side for Bradley. I believe that was Carpenter, all the way to the basket with the right hand, scores, and a timeout is used by Coach Carpenter. So Trevor Carpenter, the junior, scores on a drive. He's got 8, and it's 53-49. 4-point lead, and may have heard public address say Farragut used the timeout. Whatever the case, 39.4 seconds remain. And it's the Admirals leading 53-49. Let's get a single spot. We'll return with more. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on 105.3 WFIV.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
Farragut with the ball coming out of the timeout. 38 seconds to play. Is Bradley pressing? Farragut got it into Atwell, now to Mayfield. At midcourt to Brapson, ahead to Smith. Smith on the baseline, loops it back out top to Atwell. Shumbera will foul with 29.5 seconds to play. So Farragut trying to protect a 4-point lead. And Shimbera picks up the personal foul. And Atwell, who a moment ago, both ends of a 1-and-1, will shoot 1-and-1 one more time. That is foul number 8, apparently, on Bradley. Farragut with 9. So the Bears are in the double bonus, and the Admirals 2 away. Atwell cans the free throw. He's got 11 points. Second one is short. Reed rebounds it off the floor for the Bears. First choice automotive repair and service free throws, 1 of 2 for Atwell. Here is McClary driving the right baseline, and McClary scores, and quickly a timeout used. So McClary now with 9 points, 20.6 seconds to play, and the Bears making up a little bit of ground as Farragut hits the front end but can't hit the bonus toss, and at the other end, McClary with a driving basket on the right, along the right baseline. And so the lead for Farragut is down to 3. Single possession game, 54-51 with 20.6 seconds to play. Shimbera, Bradley's leading scorer, with 18 points. McClary has 9, Carpenter 8, Wyckoff has 7. For Farragut, the leading scorer, Ryan Neal with 18. Elisha Brabson has 12. Dylan Atwell, 11. Isaiah Smith with 9. Might as well go ahead and tell you the other Admirals to score. Carter Mayfield's got 4. And I guess that's it. There's just the 5 Admirals in the scoring column tonight. But just a moment ago, Admirals were up 51-45. That lead cut in half now at 54-51. Against the press, Mayfield into Atwell. Back to Mayfield. Tough spot on the floor. Able to get the pass ahead to Isaiah Smith. Smith driving in front court for the layup. Good. And so the Admirals break the press. Smith with the layup. And then Bradley, did they lose it out of bounds? They did. Turnover for the Bears with 6.7 seconds to play. That may do it if the Admirals can get the ball in bounds. Farragut breaks the press on the pass over the top to Smith, and now the Admirals will be fouled as soon as the ball comes in bounds. Carpenter picks up the personal. It'll send Ryan Neal to the line. Neal, 3 of 5 from the foul line tonight. And I don't know if it was supposed to be 1-and-1. You can't redo it. The officials, this has not been a good evening of officiating. I don't. So the front end was missed, and they're just going to award the ball to Bradley. Everybody was standing, waiting for a second free throw because that's what the officials had indicated. So Bradley's got the ball, trailing by 5, quickly into front court. Driving right side, Carpenter all the way to the basket, scores the layup, and the final seconds tick away. And the Admirals win the season opener. 56-53 is the final, as the Admirals, tied at 42 heading to the fourth quarter, outscore the Bears 14-11 over the final 8 minutes. And I tell you, in the second half, it was the defense that really keyed Farragut. At times, the offense didn't get a lot done out of their half-court sets, even pushing the tempo maybe after Bradley makes. But the defense, getting the steals and capitalizing, scoring off the turnovers, that really felt like a huge part in Farragut's being able to survive the second half. Coach Higgins on his way up. I'll tell you quickly that it was Farragut 12-11, leading by 1 after the first quarter. The Admirals were up 5 at halftime, 31-26. Again, 42-42 heading to the fourth, and the Admirals with a 14-11 fourth quarter advantage as they win 56-53. We'll see if the Bradley scorekeeper agrees with me. But my numbers at the end of the night had Bradley with 13 turnovers and Farragut with 3. And so, to me, again, that is a huge key. We're pleased to be joined now by head coach John Higgins. Coach, I was just saying that in the second half, sometimes the offensive sets weren't necessarily getting you points, but, man, you scored points off turnovers. Those really sparked you in the second half.
Well, we've worked really hard in the offseason and in the preseason thus far of trying to become a better defensive team, creating more points off of our defense, and tonight was a very good start for that, right? The key is for the guys to make sure that they understand that's what won us the game tonight. When we didn't shoot it very well, we didn't shoot it from the free throw line very well, we didn't hit as many threes as we normally would, especially being that open. You know, the defense is what won us the game. The points off defense, the points out of steals and whatnot. You know, the guys need to make sure they understand that that's what got us this win, and that's what's going to keep us going all season.
What do you like about this team, Coach?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Eric, I love the way we compete. I mean, good grief. We're out there competing. We're shorthanded, and we're out there competing like nobody else, like nobody's business. And, you know, that's kind of what we stressed to them all preseason thus far is we got to be able to compete. We worked really hard on our conditioning. You know, we worked really hard in the weight room up into the season. And so, you know, our guys, they should be ready for this. They need to understand that this is, you know, this is big-time basketball now. There's a lot of expectations on this crew, and I think they accept that. Now they just got to go out there and battle every night.
It definitely feels like you kind of raised the bar, the expectation level with this group. You've got a lot of experience in the guard play, not so much the post. And again, you know, it's not a large team, and that was one of the things you talk about competing. That's always going to be borne out on rebounds. And in the first half, you were out-rebounded by 1, but that's a substantially larger team that you were playing tonight. And so, you know, if you're right there 20-19 on the boards, you got to like that. Again, that's reflective of the intensity of your guys.
Well, you know, that's a part of that's what we try and push to them. You know, and I think we were actually winning. They got about 4 or 5 offensive rebounds right there at the end of the half because we just got tired. You know, we just got tired. So if we could compete like that, and when we get Dallas back, you know, he'll help quite a bit on the boards. You know, but right now we're really, really competing hard on the glass. We're really, really competing hard defensively. We're still not perfect. You know, we make a lot of mistakes on both of those counts, but that's what you want. You want to be able to have something to work on, you know, tomorrow in practice, and that's what we'll do.
So Carball, you mentioned Carball. What's his situation? What's his return look like?
You know, we hope to get Dallas back soon. We hope to get him back soon, you know, possibly even this weekend. But, you know, we're going to take it easy with him. We want to make sure he's healthy. We want to make sure that this isn't a lingering injury that lasts all season. So, you know, at this stage of the season, you know, if it takes him a while to get back, it takes him a while to get back. You know, so he's going to help. Dominic Van Acker hurt his ankle the other day up in Gatlinburg, so he's going to be out for a few weeks, you know, and we're not rushing him back either. So, you know, we're trying to let guys heal up to make sure that when they come back, they're back, that they're not in and out throughout the season. And so, you know, Dallas is a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
And we miss Dallas quite a bit.
And yet.
But I'm proud with the way the guys stepped up, the guys that came in for Dallas, Tyson Jackson, David Beaver, Preston Fuller, gave us really great minutes. You know, I sat there and told the guys on the bench, I think this is the best game I've seen Elisha Brabson play in 3 years. So, you know, just his activity around the glass, his activity defensively, you know, I hope he understands this is what we need. You know, this is what we need out of Elisha Brabson. This is what we need out of David Beaver. This is what we need out of Preston Fuller. You know, when Dallas comes back, you know, it just makes us that much better.
Well, you've got East Hamilton and Jefferson County coming up on Saturday. Any thoughts on those teams? Do you know anything about the Hurricanes or the Patriots at this point?
I know both games are going to be difficult.
Okay.
You know, they're both well coached, and they're going to come ready to play, and that's what we want. You know, if you look at our schedule, it's awfully tough.
Yeah.
You know, and this was a very tough game to start off with. And so, you know, but that's good for us.
Yeah.
That's good for us. That's what we want. We want to be in these situations because, you know, towards the end of the season, we want to make sure we're battle-tested and we're ready to go. So, you know, we accept it. We look forward to it, and we're going to go out there on Saturday and give it our best effort.
Well, Coach, congratulations on getting the season off to the right start there. Nice fourth-quarter rally, you might say, for the Admirals as they win 56-53. We'll be back on the I-105 airwaves or 105.3 airwaves Bearden game, the district opener on the 3rd. But best of luck coming up Saturday and also the Thanksgiving tournament.
Thanks, Eric.
As Coach John Higgins, his Admirals tonight win it 56-53 as it's Brabson. We'll run down the scoring here. Brabson, Coach was talking about perhaps the best game Elisha had played in his high school career. And I tell you, definitely defensive end and made a couple of nice passes. Shot selection was really good for Elisha tonight. And then also, too, soaring in, grabbing some rebounds, backside rebounds. But Brabson finished 3 of 4 from the foul line, had 1 3-pointer, tallied 12 points total. Dylan Atwell, a little bit of early foul difficulties, battled through it, finished with 11 points. He was 3 of 4 from the line, 11 total points again for Dylan Atwell. Ryan Neal was Farragut's leading scorer. He was 3 of 5 from the foul line. Let's double check that. 1 of 3, or 2 of 3 rather, and 3 of 6. Excuse me, 3 of 6. I think that was one that there at the end. That was the 1-and-1 that they just gave the ball to Bradley after they didn't recognize it was supposed to be a 1-and-1. Let's see. So, again, Neal, though, finishes with a team high and, tied for game high with 18 points. Isaiah Smith goes 2 of 3 from the foul line. 1 3-pointer tonight for Isaiah. He had 11 points. So the Admirals had 4 players in double figures, and then they had Carter Mayfield in the scoring column as well, as Mayfield was 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer, finished with 4 points. So Farragut had 6 3-pointers total, only 1 in the second half. And again, really in the second half, it felt like points off of turnovers was what got it done for the Admirals. And Farragut shoots 19 free throws on the night, and I believe they hit 12. I'll double check that number, but it looks like that is that adds up. And so Farragut shooting from the foul line tonight 63%, and again 6 total 3-pointers in the ball game after